Yo, Jeds. I think Rambo and Braden are having a little chat.
Yeah, it's gonna be World War Braden right now, bro.
I think Rambo and Braden are having a little chat. I got to get to wake this little man up because he was up till stupid o'clock, man.
What are you waking him up for? Let
He's
him
got
sleep, man.
nursery, man.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't wake him up normally, but obviously I can't not go to work, bruv, because
Yeah.
I got too much problem going on. But yeah, it's good conversation with Braden still. I think he's just been told a lot of stuff, and I think Ralph is definitely not helping. I don't think he's helping. Do you know? You know what I'm saying, isn't it, Jets?
Yeah.
I just don't think he's helping.
What, is he cool with Ralph though?
Yeah, Ralph's got him. He's under Ralph's wing.
Okay. I didn't know. Yeah, man. Maybe Ralph can come over a bit. But yeah, man. Where's the family, man? Where the rest of you lot at, man?
I don't know.
You know?
I try and get in every morning, even though this morning I said I'm gonna make a video, but I'm gonna make one after work, man. I did say to myself, because I have 99 subscribers now. I did say that I was gonna make.
You gotta keep it out, man. Keep it out.
Yeah.
Keep it out.
No, I'm on the way home.
What's your channel? Tell people, man. We're on now. We're live now, man.
Oh, fuck it, no. It's fuck, I got Jesus, I try to do like 100 things. Hold on. It's Uchiha Shushu Trill. Hold on, let me type in the it's a new thing, yeah. Let me type in the chat. A lot of people have subbed to me though, so big. No, oh, it's not live.
What's not live? Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Refresh it. Yeah. They're all writing in the chats and everything. 25 people watching.
No, it's not popping up, Jeds.
It's there, mate. It's there.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying on my. Oh yeah, it is there now. Yeah. Motivational one. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my channel. Yeah. So yeah, I was supposed to do a video, but I'm gonna do one on the way home. What I was gonna do is, it's a pain in the ass to do the video thing, because the live streaming thing is a pain in the ass. Like, to make the video then upload it. So what I might do is just record my voice, just me talking.
Okay.
And then just upload it that way, because so people can just
real
listen to my voice. Because I'm not necessarily showing it or reviewing anything, or so it might just be easier. Because I think Apple uploading stuff from Apple to YouTube is a pain in the ass. One time I was trying to upload a video for about 3 hours. It just weren't taking to it. So
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, man.
I think there's some bullshit going on, and then the quality as well is not good as well. It's not the best quality, so I think I might just do an audio thing.
Hey, so you know about this Samsung Fold, do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about the Samsung Fold. Yeah.
Sake, man.
I wouldn't buy it, Jedi. Jedi, trust me.
Got thoughts?
My thoughts on it is, it's a good concept. What it can do is good, but it breaks very easy. My mate's had 4 now. He's on his 4th one.
But why does he keep getting 4? Because he fucking loves it.
No, yeah, it's a good phone. No, because I was gonna get one. Yeah, I had a chance to get one. Yeah, but with EE, they wanted something like £110 a month.
I'm hearing the phone's like £1,000 or no, £2,000.
No, I mean you can. There was some going for like 8. I sent you that thing yesterday.
Yeah, 8. Like, I'm not paying 8 for a phone, man. I'm not doing that.
Do you know what I mean? But it is a good phone. But they're coming out with a Fold 2 this year. But for what you do, like, you can have the screen split into 3 things, so you can have Twitter, YouTube, and like Instagram up at the same time. Do you know what I mean? What it can do is like having a computer in your pocket.
Yeah, and I kind of need that. I need something that I can live stream from on the go and shit like that, and do some of my things. So,
what phone you got now?
Fucking 7 and a bit, 7 plus or whatever.
So that's what, but that you can live stream from that.
No, you can't.
What, the battery or?
You can't launch, like, you know, like StreamYard or Streamlabs, or you can't launch stuff like that. I need a tablet. This is recognized as a mobile. I need something that's recognized as a tablet.
Yeah. But I think Samsung, that will be recognized as a phone. I don't know. I've never used it.
It's both. Bruv,
wow. Yeah. But I think on Google, there's some apps on my. See, the thing is, on my Samsung, I can live stream without using Streamlabs and have comments up, and like what you're doing now, innit? I can do that, innit? But on iOS, it's just, Yeah, just get yourself a tablet. Like I said, get yourself one of them Surface. It's one of them Surface ones what I had, but they only work on Wi-Fi though. That's the thing. You need something that. Yeah, you need an iPad because the iPad you can just piggy bank off your mobile data, innit?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I mean, that's all I need. Give me a second, though. I'm just.
Yeah, I gotta get this boy out. It's gonna be World War Ezra in a minute.
Do me a favor. Go back into the. Can you get back into the old chat and just tell them to come through, please?
Oh
I
shit!
don't
I
know,
clicked off it.
I don't know what this guy's doing, man.
No, I think they're having a little chat.
Bruv, I don't care. Like, I told him to come over. Like, what the hell are they doing?
I think they're having. No, Braden said he's gonna get another beer, and Rambo was having a little talk to him. All right, let me go back.
Yeah,
see if they're still there.
Rambo is having a little chat. Big up all the people in the building. 42 people. Yo, Dingo Jitsu. I keep asking you. You said that Aabid is going hard at me. I asked you a question. Where is Aabid? Yeah. And I've still not got no response from you. Where is Deep? Where is he? Wherever he is, send him over here.
Bro, the thingy bob is not in the description no more.
The what?
The thingy bob, the live. I went on True News, but there's no thingy bob in the description, like to get back in the other StreamYard. Fuck's sake!
Don't worry about it, man. Leave him to it, man. Leave him to it.
Deep needs to just go pray, man.
I don't know what he's done, bro.
He was in the park, wasn't he? Acting up. BVM. He's trying to act up to BVM, wasn't he?
I got time for him, bro.
He needs to slow down because one day someone's gonna give him a left and a right, mate.
You're back on that. But he's just trying to bring it. Like, you know what? People don't move forward. They move.
Yeah, that old energy. But then I kind of blame us because he should have got what was coming to him. You get me? Then he would have learned his lesson.
Me, I'm not.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with me. I'm not here to dish out nothing to no one. So, like, you know what I mean? I just let him get on with it, bro. If I'm honest with you, like, I'd rather not deal with him. Like, even when we was having a Rasta conversation and he was there getting all, like, having stuff to say, I was just like, bro,
fucking hell.
I don't.
You don't want to be filmed, but you want to enter everyone's conversation.
Yeah, I'm not involved, bro. I just like, yo, go about your business. You go over there, I go over here, because before you know it, it's gonna turn into some kind of stupidness. And yeah, man, I'm not involved, man. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, he's in a category of Oz as well.
Because I'm not here to get drawn out, and I'm not here to draw no one out. And if you don't know how to conduct yourself in a certain manner, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna end up in a madness. And
yeah, for real. It's not intellectual. No one's winning. No one's learning nothing new.
Your style of talking and that is just not for me. Your style of conversation is not for me, and we're gonna end up in a fucking in an altercation. And I don't want to be in. Do you know what I mean? So I want. This is what I want him to come on, and I want to explain to him that even if we have opposing views, it doesn't mean that you have to try and target me and make me be something.
No, you're not
like relevant to you, or like, because I'm not relevant to you or your life or your reality.
Yeah, we got someone in. Hold on, I just got to deal with this shoot. 2 secs.
Yeah, what's going on here? I have nothing to do with the guy, mate. He changed his channel name to MD1Up. Oh, is that him? Oh, that makes sense. Let me have a look then. Let me go and have a look at this. Wagwan chefs. Yeah, you still having battles. Oh, I heard you. What you say? There's a delay. Why is it? I put some. Have you got headphones? Put some headphones in.
Yeah, but it's late. It's coming out late.
Man, who's trying to keep you from me? Who is it? Point them out. Who's trying to keep you from me, chefs? I mean, who's getting in the way of me and Chevelle busting some jokes? That's my sister right there, man. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
What did you call this channel? MD1Up, did you say? Sorry, I missed it. You changed the channel. MD1Up. Let me see if I can get him. MD1Up. Oh. I didn't even know he had a channel. How have you got a channel? Why have you got a channel? Jedi versus Respect in ends cooling. What is this? Aabid cuts off Jedi's tongue Oh, God, man. Jedi blue pill prick. Oh, God, man. Jedi speakers corner dirty work. Oh, fuck it. Oh, hello, little boy. Where's your daddy? What is this Jedi done out here? I'm jumping back on the camera. Respect versus Jedi. I'm coming for you. Uncle Mac, can get it to Jedi. I'm switching side. I'm more Ras than you, Muslim. You patty intellectual war. You walked upon death row. Aabid speakers corner. Vinci sends for patty burger. Oh man, this is crazy, man. Let me just listen to this one 1 minute rant. I'm just gonna listen to this and then I'm gonna allow it. No. So he's not playing his own music, he's playing someone else's music. What is that? So when people say, yeah, he's playing Da Vinci music, I don't know why he's playing that. I don't know. He's just playing some Rasta music, some reggae or whatever. I don't get it. What else Jedi done out here? Let me listen to this.
Israel. No, brother, I love this, man. I love the insight into me. Pick up the respect, fam. What do you mean, bro? Bro, respect is more Muslim than you, bro.
I'm not Muslim at all.
Preaching him, but yeah, he's not a Muslim, but he will class himself as Muslim, bro, because he knows, bro, his fitrah, his natural inclination towards truth, yeah, he confesses that he is Muslim, but his beliefs internally are not one of a Muslim. But he knows, his fitrah knows, bro, his soul is crying out, fam. That's why he says that he's Muslim, bro. You get me? But man sees these things on a deeper level, but you, Jelly, you don't, fam. You're bugging, fam. You're bugging, fam. Bro, don't know what? You're different from respect, yeah? Bro, respect, yeah? Bro, listen. Respect in his belief is more for me than you, bro. Man's gonna say that now, innit?
Maybe.
Like I said, fam. Yeah? Man was switching. Man was speaking against a Rasta before, just how I spoke to Respect a little over a year ago. But fam, I'm on you, bro. I did say that you weren't sorry. I'm not throwing in. I said you left. You know, and never give me something. No. I'm saying that. I'm throwing in.
Where's Bray-Dumb, man? Where are you at, Bray-Dumb, man? Where you at, Bray-Dumb? You're in the chat talking about I can't handle you. Where the fuck are you, man? I'm not even gonna listen to that anyway, man. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man. Big up your man, like, listen, man, you always need some, like, we gotta, like, you lot gotta look after your little brothers, man. I'm not taking no responsibility for Aabid, anything he does or says. Yo, Bray-Dumb, where the fuck are you, man? Yeah, what are you talking about? If you popped in, it must have been when I was on the other page and I didn't see. But I can't see you.
No, I popped in before them. Them was still in there when I come over. Yes, Baba, Uncle Jed's streaming. Yeah, say hello to Uncle Jed.
Hello, Ezzy. You right, Ezzy?
Yeah.
Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, I know.
Bray-Dumb's coming on. You might want to mute it. You don't want kids hearing Bray-Dumb, man. Corrupting them. You know what I mean? Come on, Bray-Dumb, man. What you saying? You saying I can't handle you now? Come on, brother, man. I would never run from you. I want you to have your say. Can you turn your YouTube down in the background, please? Right. Can you hear me, Bray-Dumb?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Can hear you. We just moved over to the summer chat. I was waiting in the backstage for a little while. You must not have seen. I thought you were trying to chat the gal then. I noticed you had a little bit of sauce in the chat. You were chatting to some lady friends. So I thought he don't want no white.
Oh my God. Look at the timing of this. Maku. Well, go on, my
I had my name.
yeah.
I had my name mentioned. Yeah, I told you I'm
Big
like
up Uncle
Candyman.
Matthew still.
How did you pop up like that, Maku, man? I'd fucking
Whoa,
hell.
some
You know what's
all right,
mad?
please, I heard my
Look in
name.
the chat. Look in the chat. Look in the chat, Maku. Did you see this message? It might not be funny for you still, but you see that? Do you know who that is? Might not be funny still. Someone wanted me to give you a message, but where? If you know that person, R.I.P. in it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you know about that, yeah?
Yeah. I know, man. It's a mad thing.
So you know who Jim is then, yeah?
No, I don't know who Jim is though. But
how do they know you know them? How do they
I
know?
don't know, man. I'm famous.
You're famous.
I got get off fame, man.
Yeah, it's hood famous.
I'm from Tottenham. Everyone knows. You get me? I told you when you walk down the road, just like you in the ends, bro. It's peak. You know what I mean? I'm getting stopped by everybody.
Getting stopped by everyone. Hey! It's a Nigerian thing still. It's a Nigerian thing still. Like anytime I'm with anybody, they're like, "Fucking hell! How do you know people? How do you know so much people?" Braden must get it all the time as well. Being stopped and people see you in videos and talk to you in your area and that, don't they?
Unfortunately, the place that I work, I've had like 3 or 4 people notice me. And do you know what? Actually, one of the things that one of the guys, is a Hindu guy, said to me at work that he loves Sarah and he loves Jedi. So what he sees is Jedi and Sarah being 2 sides of the same coin.
Okay, I ain't got a problem. He's a black man. I'm not really sure how much. I'm not really sure how much in common I have with Sarah, but I don't mind. It's not a problem to me. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem to me. What you thinking that I'm supposed to like break out in a rash because you're trying to compare me to Sarah? Me and Sarah have different politics. We got different beliefs, but like I'm sure we share some common beliefs. Just like I share some common beliefs with you, Braden.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's normal. I'm not into this whole left and right, up and down thing. Yeah. Tell me what you think.
I did try to compare you to Sarah, and you sussed it straight away. I tried to make you a little bit coy and angry, but
nah. I just fucking don't give a fuck, man. Do that with Raspet. He's gonna hit the roof. Get me? He's gonna hit the roof. Like what? Get me? And if I'm totally honest, I have not studied enough of Sarah's what do we call it, Maku? Like he's a
drip.
His ideas.
He flies the flag. LGBT kind of stuff. That's him. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got our.
Does he really though? Does he really? I know we done the acting thing, so let's get the acting thing out of the way. Yeah, I know we done the acting thing. I'm not condoning the acting thing. I'm not condoning men to take roles like that, especially when it could be seen as influencing your community. But he has extensively spoken on it. He's not shied away from the topic. And he's given his explanation. Whether I agree with it or not, would I have done it? No. But he done it. But now I don't know if I don't think he is flying the flag for LGBT, is he? I don't even know. What is his stance on that?
Well, to be fair, you just reminded me. I wasn't actually referring to him taking an acting role, which incited him, because he could have been doing that for all sorts of reasons, and we all know anyone that's going to make it in Hollywood has to sell their soul. So if you go into the acting career, you should know that your soul's got to be sold before you even get off the ground. So I wasn't referring to that. I just watched extensive interviews from him and spoke to him in person, and he is a black liberal that I just find I respect. It's like people respect me from the black nationalist movement.
Like who?
Just genuine like Maku, such as yourself, such as Raspet.
I'm not a black nationalist. I'm not a black nationalist.
Right, but what I mean with black nationalist is you want the best for your people. You want the best for black people.
Sorry. I want the best for people. It's no good black people having the best and everyone not. It's not. That's not going to work for black people. Black people are not built like that. That's not how they work as spiritual beings, as empathetic beings. And I'm speaking for the black people I know, not for everybody, but the ones I know and I associate with. They would not want to live in a world where the rest of the world is not feeling as good as they are.
Okay. So
their issue is right about now, blacks are at the bottom, so they want to get off the bottom, but that's not at the cost to any other nation or any other people. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll just come in on that, Jedi, because actions clearly speak louder than words. And if those of African descent, the black population, the black people, born and bred in England, want the best for all people, why don't, because there is such thing as a poor white world. If you look at Moldova, Romania, parts of Poland, parts of Eastern Europe, Bulgaria, I've been to these places and they're very poor. There's such thing as very poor white people. So the people that are privileged, the black people that are privileged to be born in England, that can be highly educated and highly wealthy, why don't they send, there's no evidence of any black British going to white lands volunteering to help the white people.
Whoa. I've got three friends, yeah, that have businesses, go and do voluntary work, run dance workshops. Another one has a sports academy in Poland. Yeah. And what I would say to you is this, yeah, if the black people that are privileged and are earning a certain amount of money go and pull their resources into Europe, yeah, that's going to leave the Europeans, the rich white Europeans and the well-off white Europeans redundant and with nothing to do, because they have no interest in pooling their resources into Africa. Like people such as yourself, that would be taking away your job. So what I would suggest that any black person that is able to give is to give to whoever indiscriminately, but also focus on your heritage and where you've come from and building back up that country so that the next generation of people don't need to leave their country and become economic migrants or economic refugees. And therefore, Braden would be a lot happier, because the percentage of blacks versus whites and in Europe will go back to somewhere where he's comfortable. So I would suggest that for you, Braden, we should be encouraging well-off black people to give back to their countries of origins and even move back to their countries of origins where possible.
Absolutely.
That's why. So that's my answer.
Yeah. Well, you kind of it'd be good to hear Maku's opinion on
go for it.
With this kind of we have to draw. I think it's quite a healthy thing, and it's totally natural to draw a line in British English society where we have majority of population is obviously native, the English people, and we have the people that have arrived here after the 1940s, during the 1950s, which you are descendants of. There was no black people in England. I know you like to think there was in the 1800s. So the black people that are here now, let's clearly define who and what they are. Let's give them their independence and make no mistakes about it. They are a Pacific group, but we have to say that, yes, you bring good contributes, but also there are negatives to it as well. Because what black people seem to like to do is talk about the good contributions they bring to the West, which there are many, but also the bad contributions also, which there are many. Because if you're going to be honest, then you have to be honest about the good and the bad and not just selective, because being selective brings about bias, and being biased is group identity and is understandable, but is not being honest.
Okay. So what I would say to that is that one, you're not native to Britain. That's fallacy number one. You're all foreigners as well. Whether you be Saxon, Norman, or Celt. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, put respect on, you get me, your ancestors and where you originally came from's name. Do you get what I'm saying? And stop claiming a land, the angles that you were not originally from. You were from other parts, those poor parts of Europe, and traveled here. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have about as much claim to England as we do. Do you get what I'm saying? And before the 1800s, yes, I mean, we were here in plenty, I mean, there's many paintings and things and depictions with us in the pit with us in the paintings. Do you get what I'm saying? So we have people like Equiano. Do you get what I'm saying? A famous writer of the 1800s, not the 1900s. So yeah, we were here before the 1800s. Still, you know what I'm saying? So you know, like we've been here from time immemorial, and probably before you.
Are you joking or are you being serious?
I'm being deadly serious.
I don't
But
think you are.
know,
I don't think you are.
you would have known that a man would have done that research. I mean, you know the origins. If you're British and English, you would know the origins of yourself. Like I ain't making no false claims on you. You know what I'm saying? These are things that English people have told me. Oh, my people are from Germany. Oh, my people, I'm half Jewish. I'm half this. I'm half that. That all doesn't originate in England. So let's be real and be honest about it. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying, my friend, is that you are just as English as me, yeah?
Even more so. If you was to look at it in a certain way, yeah.
Right, right. So you're not African.
I'm most definitely African.
So you're African and English.
But no, Africans traveled all over the world, if you would say. So we're indigenous to the planet. I wouldn't specifically just put
It's this
Africa
planet,
on
yeah.
there.
No
Yeah,
borders,
my
no
origin,
borders, yeah.
my origins, yeah, are African, as in both my parents were born in Africa and came here and had me. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
Can I ask
yeah,
why they left?
Hmm?
Can I ask why they decided to leave?
Not my parents never left. My grandparents emigrated.
They like the cold.
In the 70s.
Is it the cold?
Sorry?
They like the cold. They like the rain.
No, I mean
they
were here. They were here, like you said, in the early 50s. They came here in the early 50s to work and live and spend their money. At one stage, you've got to understand our currency in Nigeria was far superior to the pound. Only up until the 1970s, where there was a big change in disparity of currency. All of a sudden, ours went down and the pound went up. Do you get what I'm saying? So before that time, people could afford easily, if you were wealthy in Africa, you could easily come here and send your children to eat and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a case of necessarily coming to support the country and, you know, maybe industry. Like my grandfather, he was like well known in the London Underground for certain engineering works that he achieved during his time here or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? But my granddad emigrated back in the 70s, like 1974. They sold up their houses, big houses in West London, and went back. Some did, some didn't. So yeah.
Okay, great.
And remember, a lot of it is due to service during the Second World War.
But the whole point
You know what I'm saying?
is that you are English and you are African, yeah? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, why not?
The whole point, Maku, about it is it's about there's a line that has been drawn, distinct line. Are you a nationalist that believes the people of a nation is sovereign based on heritage, DNA, history, past, present, and future? Or are you a globalist that means there's no borders, anybody can live anywhere? Because the globalists and those that, like, such as yourself, what you just said, you didn't say your parents left to come, or your grandparents left the African country to come to a European country because there was no jobs there, but because there was jobs here. That's the why would anybody leave their country if they can live, work, bring their children up, educate? Why would anybody leave? Why? The leave is clearly economic. It's clearly a
why not? No. You got to remember.
Just be honest and say, my parents left because of financial reasons. Otherwise, who would be mad enough to leave their own blood and soil, their country?
Not necessarily. As I said, there were certain obligations. You know, being my grandfather was in the African colonial army or whatever. He served in the Second World War. So as a reward or whatever, do you get what I'm saying? The idea of rebuilding Britain, because we are a colonial country to Britain, so Britain basically owns us. So there's no, it's like you left Britain to go to Britain. There's no difference here. Do you get what I'm saying? In those times, you're wealthy enough to do such things. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no thing. Yeah, it might be economic, but it's not because they're poor. They're flying here on planes and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what you're trying to say to me. If you're buying a house as soon as you come in Hampstead and all of these type of places, what's the argument? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You just don't understand because we weren't there, innit? We weren't there in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and all of those type of things. Do you get what I'm saying? But economically, it wasn't always about. Oh, we need better jobs. Let's go to England. You didn't necessarily have the best jobs, or England wasn't necessarily the best environment. So
But
you
we're
know,
the fifth richest economy in the world.
1 second. Once you come here and have children, that becomes the trap. Because you might have come here with certain intentions just to work, enjoy, and blah, blah, blah. But once you have kids here, then you're obligated to the country because those children now are part of this country. Do you get what I'm saying? So it makes it very difficult to carry out certain plans or whatever. Or for some, for others, it was not a problem. Now in modern times, yeah, if you come over and blah, 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 and then you have kids, you're trapped. You're trapped in the system. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know,
Maka,
it makes it very...
with all due respect, and it's not a personal thing, but what you're talking is absolute dribble, really, honestly. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're not making any distinctive dissent between a globalist and a nationalist.
That's not my issue. That's not my issue. That's not my issue.
Blood and soil. And let me just, because this is quite a funny thing.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Brendan? It's labels. Like
no, it's ideologies. Ideologies is something that we.
But I might be slightly older than some of those ideologies and concepts that are being brought forth now.
They're infinite. These ideologies have existed since man walked the earth.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so necessarily.
Yeah. You look after your own. Yeah?
No, can I just invite Wendy Wu to come up on the platform and give you a little arthritic fingers a rest, yeah, and just talk in it instead of like trying to coach Braden on how to speak or what to say. Just come on, give your little bony digits a break, and come on and say it with your chesticles. Do you know what I mean? Say it with your chest. Yeah. Like you're more than welcome, Wendy. Come on. Like you're not being blocked out of this conversation. Come and have your say as a white woman, as an English woman, as a non-European, as you claim that you're not European, even though your ancestry would say different, even though Braden would say different. But whatever. Come on and have your own say. It is rude, but you do have arthritis in your little bony fingers, don't you? Typing away. I can hear him clicking from here. Click, clickety, click, 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 clickety, click. You probably found a way to hook up your fucking old school typewriter to the fucking internet. Come on now, jump on. All jokes aside, just jump on, man. Sorry, man, to interrupt you lot. Braden, you're doing such an amazing job of representing your people, your culture, and your ideals. Like, keep it up, man. Keep it up. People are saying you're Irish. Yeah, and a burden to the state, but you wouldn't agree with that, would you?
The fact is, the fact doesn't change. I'm happy to go back to Ireland. Are you happy to go back to Africa?
Yes. I would be happy to go back to Africa. Was you born in England? Yeah, you born in England, right?
It doesn't matter. I'll go to Ireland.
I'm just asking.
I would go anywhere because as a nationalist, I believe in the people, not the idea that if you're born there. If you're born on a plane, are you going to live on that plane your whole life? There's been many accounts of pregnant women being
all this time, I'm talking to an Irishman.
Yeah, but you don't live on a plane. He's Irish. He's Irish blood.
Using your.
Wait.
You say Irish blood, English heart? Did you say?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Listen to the song.
So do you have any English family? Or is your mom and dad? Hold on 1 second, please, Maku.
Are you trying to compare Irish people to Africans?
No, I'm just asking. Your mother and father are both Irish?
No.
So just one half.
Born in the UK. My mother is English. I can definitely tell you who my mother is. She was a bit of a tart, like I've said before. I don't know if my dad is actually my dad, but he was of Irish parents. Yes, he was born of Irish parents.
You look like you're Irish. I'll be fair.
No problem.
You look like. I mean, no, I'm not saying it's a problem. I've got Irish friends. You do look like
what I'm saying is,
hold on. Yeah, I've got Irish neighbor. You do look like you have a bit of an O'Connor to you. Do you know what I mean?
Shay.
Yeah. Top of the morning to you. So there possibly is truth in your paternal lineage coming from Ireland. I'm not saying there's a problem with Ireland. I'm just trying to see how that works for you. At the end of the day, if you do have a mother that is English, then to be fair, I don't think the argument would really stand because you've got dual citizenship anyway. Really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So,
very
I mean, yeah.
The thing is,
it makes no sense being a nationalist or anything like that. You might as well just be a globalist, whatever you say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem for us though, because all we care about, as I said before, is the economics and how it affects our day to day. Other than that, the politics and all of that, we're not interested in it. Because we know if it all goes left or all goes whatever, yeah, we are not the ones who are going to lose out. That's your fear. Do you get what I'm saying? Your fear, oh my God, yeah, let's send all the black people back and see what happens to you. Do you get what I'm saying? You're going to die within 24 hours. Like, you can't live without us. We take care of your social systems, all sorts, transport, everything. Every single facet of English or British or London or whatever.
Maku, let me, before you keep digging yourself a very deep grave.
That's why.
Let me just save you. Let me just save you from this.
No. You're
upset. Listen, I look at your, luckily enough, I can see your face when you're saying this. There's no genuine passion and truth when you say this. When you say this, you are lying. You are not only lying to me, you are lying to yourself. If the black population of the United Kingdom left, which is only 2%, the English could no longer exist. How ridiculous is that? Come on, how ridiculous?
Function.
No.
Your sheer functions and moving around and doing business and trade and all sorts.
If you really do believe that, God help us if you're a spokesman for the African community. Those
okay.
All it's doing to me is showing how out of touch you are with reality and with the world.
Okay, let me tell you what is reality. Well, let me tell you what.
I'll tell you what's real quick. I'll add to Maku real quick. Add to this reality. The reality is, before you went in the shower, you was wearing the same top. All right, go on, Maku. What are you gonna say?
It's actually the first time I wore it. It's brand new.
Fuck's sake, it looks brand new as well.
You did put it on dirty skin though, right?
Hold on.
And you was wearing it. And wait, can I just confirm you was wearing this last night?
It's brand new. No. I was wearing this.
You love a polo top, innit? Is that the new uniform?
Hold on one second. Is that your whole flat?
Oh, hey. No, that's his whole room, shoebox.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're upset because you live in a cupboard.
Yeah.
No, so I could give you a tour of my house if you want. It's a 3-story house. It's not.
Go on in.
This is my office.
Going in.
This is my office. Again, what
levels? So what are you complaining about? Like,
what do people have to do when losing an argument? Bring it down to personal attacks, and that's all that does.
I'm not losing an argument. I'm trying to insert a little bit of humor, like I always do. That's part of my personality.
Yeah, no. I understand that, but again, you bring it down to personal. This is brand new. I've literally only just wore it. I thought I'd do my best for your show, since I'm a debutant.
You're trying to look like Simon Templar and that.
All right, anyway. So let's get back to the info.
But I'll let you control the narrative and conversation.
No, one at a time. Not one at a time, please.
Brayden. This little 2%, yeah. Do they what's their spending? What's their spending power? Do they have the highest rate of spending in the country?
If you go to Harrods, which is the most affluent shop in the country, you won't see many black British going there shopping. So that will give you a clear indication.
And why
Who
not?
owns it? Who owns it?
Well, you're going on about spending, so I'm just giving you an example. Go down there. I used to be a taxi driver in London. And
for buying Harrods,
I deal with people that spend money. Yeah, I deal with people that spend money outside our most expensive institutions. None of them were black.
Okay, so everybody spends money. This is the whole point. Well, not everybody spends money. The wealthy don't spend a penny. Do you get what I'm saying? It's us, the consumer. We buy everything. So us black people, us little 2% that you're talking about, make up for majority of the spending. Do you get what I'm saying? Or the buying, should I say? Do you know what I'm saying? People buy everything. They buy cars, buy this, do that, blah, 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 pay tax, all of it helps the system. Do you get what I'm saying? So they know our value. So you go on like, Harrods. Who cares about Harrods? And when an African man owned Harrods, you weren't saying that. Hold on. When an African man owned Harrods, you weren't saying that. Like, allow it.
You get mixed up between owning something and leasing something.
Hold on, one second. When Arabs go to Knightsbridge and all of this type of thing and just buy out the place, shut down the thing, close the doors, we're buying. Like, what are you talking about? When an African prince comes there or king or whatever, or comes to England or president or prime minister, you think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? You think you're the only affluent, you go certain places and it's only Europeans. It's not. It's going to be a multitude of wealthy people. Wealthy people come in all colors.
Maku, with all due respect, Maku, if this is the best those of African descent, those British blacks have got to offer in a debating sphere, I can't come at you with any points that you're making because they're totally ridiculous. They really are. Doesn't make any sense. You don't make sense.
Is that right? So when you was on the roof, don't let me start it up. I said when you was on the roof, looking down
Maku, let me just ask you a question. Have you ever
what was your about that?
Have you ever looked into Charles Darwin's definition of Africans, those of African descent?
No, tell us. Let us know.
Yeah, it's the African man compared to the European man. That we might be human beings, but we're different species. We're different races.
Okay.
Just like a lion and a cat, they are cats, but they are different. So what you're bringing is a cat to a lion to debate me. I don't want to embarrass you.
Sorry.
You know what the joke is, though? You know what the joke is?
Yeah.
You got the 3 lions on your shirt, yeah? You got the lions on the representing on the emblem that represents Great Britain, the royal monarchy. We got the lions, the regal lions, the rampant lions, and there are no lions in England. Where is all the lions? In Africa.
Only in the zoo.
The lions are actually in Africa. We've got loads of cats over here, though.
Cats.
So if you want to associate yourself, with an animal that's actually geographically correct, it's not going to be the African lion.
I think it's going to be a moggy.
I think you got to remember that the original would have been the big wildcat, and the later edition would be the domesticated version. So I mean, clearly, don't compare yourself in that way because you're going to be calling yourself a domesticated cat compared to a wild African lion, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I think we should rethink that analogy. We should rethink that.
Rethink. Go back. Yeah, because you remember you're representing something British, like thistle soup, and
You're violated.
I'm not a bully, so I can't debate with Maku because he's of the ilk of the savage class, and he's one of them spear grabbing warriors that if he wasn't in England, he would be a hunter gatherer. only producing enough food to feed himself. He's not. So I
that's a good point, Braden.
I feel bad. I can't debate him because he.
Hold on. You were saying we were always globalists and nationalists. Is a hunter-gatherer
mentality?
Wait, which classification does a hunter-gatherer come under your, your globalist and your nationalist? Where does hunter-gatherer come in there?
Subhuman.
Okay, subhuman.
But I'm oh God.
He's got some legs.
Hold on.
Are you? Let's say it with your chest, Braden. Are you saying black people are subhuman?
No, I'm saying if you're still hunting and gathering in the 21st century, when all of the information is out there, how to farm, crop, how to feed your people, family, if you still choose not to access
agriculture makes you human.
Pardon?
So living according to nature is subhuman, but agriculture is what makes you human. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is man is designed to look after a woman and to feed their offspring. That's what
designed by.
Yeah.
Designed by who?
Nature.
Nature, exactly. So if you live in nature by your designer's rules and you hunt and you gather, for your family, how is that subhuman? You're confusing yourself,
Compared
brother.
to Europeans, it's subhuman, yes. I don't look at hunter-gatherers as the same kind of species as what I see as one farmer. One farmer.
It's just an act. It's just a behavior. It's got nothing to do with the actual genetics. It's just a behavior.
It's about survival. Do you want your people to survive?
Hold on.
Of starvation.
Braden, are you of the mind that you carry a percentage of Neanderthal DNA?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Okay, so you've got the RH. You got the Rhesus negative factor in your blood, in European blood, which is not stem from humanity, which actually stems from an outside influence. So if you go according to Charles Darwin and these guys, then we're gonna have to talk about the missing link. We're gonna have to talk about your European Neanderthal descendants. This is what we're going to talk about. So if you want to talk about subhuman, and they were actually hold on. If you're going to talk about Neanderthals, and actually, according to Europeans, it's actually the Europeans that are subhuman.
If Charles Darwin met Maku in a Starbucks, he would think he would be subhuman. Yes. He would have done the analogy like this is not the same kind of human being.
This is why white people. This is why white and European people. Hold on. This is why white and European people stand by and watch you get ripped to shreds because they could never stand next to somebody as fucking dumb. This is why they call you Bray-Dumb. This is why white people all over England cringe at the thought of you representing them. And I'm so glad that we are open-minded enough and smart enough to know that you do not by any means represent the majority of white people. And you do represent a class and a section of Europeans that are ignorant. And what I find is the more racialized the thought process, the more hate-filled, the more of this type of rhetoric that someone spews, the dumber they actually are. You're actually quite. You lack intelligence. How are you going to quote Darwin? How are you going to quote Darwin, and then you're not going to talk about? You're not going to talk about the.
I can quote him because
evolution. They're going to talk about evolution. Pardon?
And the Finches and the Galapagos Islands. Why did you leave that out? But I don't think they even go that deep into it, bro.
They don't go deep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so,
you just.
Can I ask those on the panel that are of African descent? Do you not just speak English, but do you speak a black language?
A black language.
Yeah.
Do you speak any other language apart from the white English language?
Do you speak? Hold on. Do you speak any language that has not come from Sanskrit? Has not come from Asian?
Just answer the question. Then
I'm answering. I will answer a question with a question.
Do you speak an African language?
I do not speak an African language. I'm sure Maku does.
Yeah.
What's up?
Not a black language though. I don't know what that is.
So let me just explain to you one thing.
What's your white language that you speak?
I don't want what's happened to you. Your heritage has been eradicated.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Just because one person doesn't speak
because you don't even speak the language of your land.
No, I don't. I don't.
Been used as
I understand it. I understand it, and it's easy. It's easy enough for me to start the process to learn it. Do you know what I mean? With my little rusty brain, I give it a shot. I do understand it though, but the language is not lost. And my peers know their language. So I'm an individual that just doesn't happen to have that upbringing where it allowed me to learn the language of my forefathers.
It's fine.
And that's a good point. That is a very good point for black people to take on board. You need to have the language of your homeland. You definitely do. You definitely do. And this is another issue with when you go to 1 second.
Homeland.
Yo, come. MD1 up. Come on there. Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, I said that, I mean, in our homeland, because I was trying to explain to Braden that we've been colonized, English is very prominent. So over there, they speak English better than you.
But Braden doesn't want this for us. And like I said, there's always going to be points that we agree on, especially people that are super racist. Because when they start talking about black people having their own thing or Africans having things for them, I agree. I actually agree. Then I'm just like, yeah, it's a shame that all the colonialism was going on that actually kind of prevented this. You don't want to look at the foreign policies that caused people like my mum to have to come over here to be an economic migrant. You don't want to think about that. You don't want to take responsibility for that and therefore correct it so that we can reverse the process. And I'm sure there'd be a lot more Africans and Asians happy to stay in their land. Do you know what I mean?
So what you're saying is you would support a policy of allowing those of African descent to go back to Africa.
You know, big up yourself, man. What's happening, people?
Receiving British taxpayers' money for job seekers allowance, so they'll pretty much be rich in their country.
No. I don't know why you're talking about job seekers allowance. I don't know why you're talking about job seekers allowance. Listen. I don't know any black men that are on job seekers allowance. I don't know one. I literally, and this is a fact. I don't know anyone.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, cool. When it comes to the welfare state, you guys are
the biggest population, therefore have the biggest numbers.
There you go.
2%. You're 2%.
Don't even mention us in the argument when it comes to job centers.
No. Yeah, but only Jedi, only because you don't know any black person that's receiving the welfare of job seekers. It doesn't mean that there's not black people that are actually being helped by that. No, but I'm just alhamdulillah. As long as you know that, then that's cool, innit? But obviously, the way that you said it is that only like the way you don't know anybody that has it.
So what you're saying, bro. Don't mix up my message. Yeah, I was very clear on what I said. Yeah, and welcome to the show, Aabid. Aabid Mystery. Yeah, wait 1 second. Welcome to the show, Aabid Mystery. I'm glad that you're here to give your viewpoints and that. You seem quite animated about Jedi and how you're gonna done his dance. Is there something that
you know? What it is Jedi? You know, it is my brother. Yeah, man's always seen you in Speaker's Corner. What I've been coming to Speaker's Corner since 2017 now. Yeah. I've never ever spoken to you like on a proper thing about reality, innit? And I think now is my time to speak to you, innit? Now, and because inside me you angered me, innit? And when since I come home, I didn't stop thinking about it, innit? And this is why man stopped coming to Speaker's Corner, because like I said, like man got home and I started bugging out, innit? You get me? Like even when fam, if I was to explain to you everything that man experienced when I came home. Yeah, and how much hurt that man I'm so mad, innit? So mad. I'm showing you when I come to Speaker's Corner. Yeah, inshallah, we go and see you get me.
Why is your camera not on? Because you said you're getting back on camera. Put your camera on, bro. Let's see you, man.
What? Huh?
Let's see you. Everyone's got their face on. We can't see you. You said you're gonna put your camera on. You said you're gonna be back on camera and that. So you might as well start now, bro. You can see us all on the panel, men, backing our words with our images. I'm sure you want to join that.
What's the time? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. When Aabid comes in, inshallah, man's gonna jump off and maybe come back on, innit? Yeah.
So you're not gonna show your face?
I'm gonna show. Don't worry, Jedi. I know you wanna see my face. Don't worry.
Show your face so you can stand behind anything you're about to say. Because man like Braden, as much as you might not agree or we might not.
Don't worry, my brother, man.
Thank you.
Don't worry, bro. Let me, fam. That's it, fam. Man, this is.
Why are you hiding your face? I don't care. You just showed your face. What are you doing that for, man? If you're gonna come back on camera, you're gonna come back on camera.
Hey, listen, big man. Let me get my gown on, innit? Relax, bro. Relax, innit? Let me get my gown on, innit?
Yeah, bro, the jumper.
My thing on, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is
Jedi, you see, Jedi, you see before man
no,
express,
that's not him.
Yeah, so now
before I express myself in the way that I express myself, yeah.
Oh dear.
Regarding anything, yeah. Whether it be the sea, whether it be who we are as people, whatever, what our goal is in life, whatever, yeah. Fam, if at any point you wanna fight me, yeah, let me just tell you this, innit? Bro, I will happily do a Sunnah wrestling match with you, innit? I know you're bigger than me, yeah, and you're probably gonna win because your mass is probably bigger than mine.
I don't want to fight
But
you.
if any point you wanna physically hurt me, just let me know. We'll go to a park. We both go on our knees and we'll try and you get me.
I won't be going on my knees. I won't be going to a park with you and going on my knees, and I won't be fighting.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, innit? Because at least I know.
Do me a favor, please. Do me a favor, please.
Yes, go on, bro.
Aabid, yeah. Please keep the whole subject of fighting and stuff like that. Let's just keep that.
Let's keep it off the board. Now, I'm happy that you said that because the reason why I said it is because, fam, sometimes you see when man wants to, like, fam, I'm not gonna lie right now, fam. Man feels like man's in a war, innit? But it's not in a war like man feel, fam. Since man's been Muslim, since I was so young, yeah, I feel like the same way that I'm in a war with you right now, lyrically, yeah. Lyrically war, yeah. I'm not talking about physical war. I'm talking about war is the same way that man's in war right now with the establishment, innit? Yeah, the same way that you're calling my brothers, yeah, in Islam, token Muslims.
That's a question, bro.
Isa
is a token Muslim.
The same way but it's not only Isa that you talked about like this.
Both of them, two brothers that sat down with Ali Dawa.
Yeah, but I don't know the other brother though. I don't know the other brother, fam. If I knew the other brother like that, fam, I'd be going on you more. But I only know one of them. You get me?
Yo, chill, relax. You're talking at a man now.
Alhamdulillah, this is the way I express myself. If you don't like it, then I've got to slow it down a bit.
I would like
this is
to show manners. Yeah, we're here on a panel. Yeah, there's three other people here speaking. They're gonna need to speak. Yeah, so please.
100%.
I'm glad that you've come and joined us and you put your face to your words, and even though you're showing the top of your head or whatever, I'm glad you're doing all of that. But please, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listening.
Hey, what are you saying, Jedi? You want to play chess?
I want to have a good conversation with you. Yeah. I want to. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if you're hearing the stuff that Bray-Dumb. Do you know who Bray-Dumb is? Bray-Dumb meet Aabid. Aabid meet Bray-Dumb. Have you met him before? Have you had a conversation before?
Yeah.
I'm not. The first time this guy came to the park, yeah, he said to me, yeah, I don't like this guy. The first time he came to the park, he's like, there's so many of your kind here. Yeah, and he thought I was a Muslim. He thought, yeah, I know who Bray-Dumb is, isn't it? I'm not gonna.
Okay, so the thing is, so you only have so he doesn't like your kind. He doesn't like Muslims. You're claiming, but you've got.
No, he said before he knew I was a Muslim. He said I don't know your. He does. He thought I was like Pakistani or something. He's like, oh, I don't like your kind, innit? And fam, obviously, when he's looking at me, he doesn't know where like man's half Gujarati, half Punjabi, innit? I'm like, but what did you say about that, innit? He's like, you innit? Like you're kind. So obviously now when he's talking to me like that, I'm thinking, right, he's talking about my color now. So I'm saying, bro, do you even know where I'm from? Do you know anything about me? He's saying no. So I'm like, bro, why even wasting time? Huh?
You're not English, are you?
Fam, of course man's not English, bro, but man lives here, fam. Man speaks your language, G. Man speaks the, you get me?
You don't speak my language, mate. Not talking like that, son.
Oh. Whether if I want to express myself in the way that I want to express, if I want to express my way in a certain way, then let me do that, innit? Why you gotta tell me the way I can speak and where I can't speak? You get me? Like for example, when man will speak to Jedi, ethnic canon, FN Eminem, yeah. Rap culture, rap is not a culture. You get me? Yeah. You see the same way that Respect time ago was saying, oh look, yeah, rap is a culture. Yes, I understand where rap originates from. I understand that hip hop may have originated from.
Yeah, well,
I've got so much information to show you, man. Yeah, but fam, the way that man emotions feeling, fam, I feel like man can't speak, fam. Because I'm not gonna lie, Jedi. When man was at the park and you said to my brother, yeah, Isa, oh, you're a token Muslim, fam. She's like hurting me, fam. And you don't understand, fam. My
He
brother,
got
yeah, man
educated.
got, yeah, fam. That's your opinion, fam. But the same way, my brother, yeah. If I ever saw anybody ever in their life, fam, put a hand on a Muslim in Speaker's Corner, fam, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to do what I can do.
Why are you talking about? Why are you talking about people? But look, are we talking about ideologies, ideas, or you keep bringing it back to violence? You're all over the place. And then when somebody says to me, when someone says to me, when Kane, listen, Kane said to me that he has a belief, that the Dawa teams in Speaker's Corner target vulnerable people, and he was trying to get me to side with him. He believes that the Dawa teams target people that are mentally unstable. People
I think I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I think man's mentally unstable, fam. The way that man's
let me finish, please. Let me finish my statement, please, brother. Yeah. He said that he believes they're targeting mentally unstable people, people that are looking and searching for identity. Yeah. And he was trying to draw me into being anti-Islam. You were standing there or you was around. I want to know if you feel that you fit into that context, into that description. Do you see yourself as being someone that was vulnerable and maybe targeted? Or because personally, I feel like when I saw you walking towards Islam, I thought hopefully that this would be something that would help to calm you down. There was many brothers that took you aside, and I think they wanted to mentor you and whatnot. It seems now that you're still in the same mental state that you were a year and a half ago.
Can I come in here?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I know this gentleman. I know this gentleman from a few years back when he was a Sikh, a practicing Sikh. And just by hearing him talk now, I'm a little bit concerned that he's changed. Well, he sounds like he's changed. When he was a Sikh, it was a bit high rate, but I'll put that down to being young and probably, didn't have a sexual.
Well, how are you lying for my name? When I found the first time I stepped into the corner, I was not a practicing Sikh, man. I was upon a spiritual path, innit? Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. All of the experiences that I've led to me being a Muslim. Guidance is from Allah, innit? Yes, at the moment, cool, Jedi, you can paint that picture that raw man's vulnerable, this, that, yeah. But I'm showing you, of course, man's vulnerable, bro. Of course, I think that man's, bro. Of course, my family thinks that I'm crazy, bro. 2020 now, my bro. Man don't really follow no meme pages, fam. Bro, man sitting with my boys, man, I was looking at their Instagram account, and fam, man seeing bare World War III memes, fam. Of course, man's gonna go crazy, fam. What are you talking about, fam?
Listen, dude,
if you want my phone number, but man's crazy, fam. Man's crazy, innit? La ilaha illallah, fam. Like I said, fam, cool. Look, fam, bro. You said to me, why am I always linking it back to violence? And I'm saying the only way that I feel like I can express myself is if, so for example, a brother, I'm not saying you, if somebody was to, for example, physically touch Isa, I think the only way that I can show you how much I love Isa is if I back him and it's in a life or death situation, fam. I think it's that point, and at that point only you understand how much love I have for my black brothers, my brown brothers, my white brothers, my yellow brothers, whatever color you are, fam. If you're a Muslim, fam, man loves you with all my heart, fam. You got what I mean, fam? But fam, man's crazy, innit? Man's crazy.
This is what happens when you inbreed in the Pakistani community.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding that. I hear where you're coming from, Bray-Dumb. It's fucked up.
Got issues, man. Got some serious issues going on right there. And I met this guy when he was practicing and was his own heritage. But this is what happens if you listen to the Dawah team at Speaker's Corner and are vulnerable, you'll be groomed. And this is the outcome. This is what it produces. A young, vulnerable gentleman. And I actually have some sympathy towards him. I feel a little bit bad. And that's why I said I'll send you my phone number. If you want to have a private chat, we can have a conversation. I was a little bit concerned that he's going to end up ruining his life. His life is the most important thing to him and should be the most important thing to him.
But you yourself had a couple outbursts like that. And you've been in those situations before where you just started randomly rapping and you have them off-key experiences. So I understand where you're coming from. You know where he's coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Baku, I agree with you. You know, I don't think Braden, you're the one to be preaching to anybody. But yeah, because you know, whether you're saying the truth or what you're saying is a lie, you know, nobody's gonna accept it from your mouth. That's just the reality. You know, if you were a decent person, you know, who spoke decently with people and respected people, then maybe people might take what you say. Like I said, even if you do speak the truth. But anyway, I came on to speak to you, Aabid. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Well, can I get a hello or something? Because it is my panel. You usually have manners or something.
Yeah, Jedi, how do you, my brother?
Yeah, I'm alright, bro. Like, but
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
I just came on. I just came on to say something to the brother. Yeah, Aabid, you know what? I'm very disappointed in you, my brother. Very, very disappointed.
My brother, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this to you. Yeah, I do not represent. Fam, you see me when I speak about Islam. Yes, I understand. Yeah, how you can be disappointed in me in it. Yeah, and fam, from the way that I've come on from this angle, because how much, bro? Like I said, in it, when I got home, I bucked a couple of my guys. Yeah, I slept for like 2 hours. Yeah, from at 12 o'clock I slept. Yeah, I woke up again at 2:50. Fam, I physically couldn't sleep, fam. You get me? And fam, I've only slept since then. I've only slept for like a 1 or 2 hours more, fam. You get me, man? I'm doing my thing right now, fam. When I'm sleeping, fam, man, seeing things, fam. Bro, you don't understand, fam. Bro, la ilaha illallah, and I'm happy that Allah guided me to Islam, fam. Fam, you lot don't understand what man experiences, fam. Yeah, but cool, but you know what it is, you lot. You know what it is, fam. Man's crazy, innit? Fam, man's crazy, innit? Man's crazy, innit?
Don't say you're crazy. Listen,
Aki, listen, fam. Listen, look, less than 2 days ago, fam, my grandma's telling me I'm crazy, fam, because I want them to become Muslim, bruv. My own flesh and blood, fam. Fam, I'm telling you, fam, it's so deep, fam. For my dad to tell me that he's never gonna become Muslim in his life, fam, that hurts me, bruv. Fam, the only family that I got, fam, right now, fam, I'm thinking about in a deep thing, yeah? Bro, my family is not gonna become, fam, if my family die upon what they believe, fam, they're not going Jannah, innit, yeah? And the only real family that a man has in this life, fam, is the one that might be here with me in the hereafter, like.
My brother, listen. Hold on. Aabid, hold on. Listen to me, listen.
Bro, I understand from my brother, in all respect, you do not know me, yeah? Like I said, I stopped going to Speaker's Corner for over 6 months, yeah? I came back and I have been coming on and off, yeah? Just staying around the background, just chatting to people. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Yeah, I don't really like going on cameras with this, that. But fam, like I said, if I feel like I need to say something, fam, man's gonna say it, innit? Whether it's gonna be Jedi, whether it's gonna be that Kane Donny, yeah, Jedi's daddy. Obviously, Jedi said that, man, call you my dad, so man's gonna say that that's Jedi's daddy now, innit? That's the trolling, innit? Like, obviously, Uncle Maki's the professional troll, yeah? But man saying, you're gonna see troll season now, fam. You're gonna see troll season, fam. What, you think man's crying fake tears, fam? You think man's crying fake tears, fam? Nah, blood. My real men cry, fam. That's all man gotta say, fam. That's all man gotta say, fam. That's all I gotta say. You lot can take a picture of my face. You lot can make memes. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, fam. Man's a Muslim, fam. If you lot remember me for anything for when I die, yeah, fam, just remember that I was a Muslim. That inshallah, that I was a Muslim.
Like a potential suicide bomber.
You get me? Huh?
You're acting like you're going to do a suicide bomb. That's how you're acting, like how they act.
You know who these suicide bombers are, bro?
Yeah, people
you know who they are in Islam, bro. Do you know who they are in Islam, fam? I don't know who these suicide bombers are in Islam, fam. So don't speak like that. Okay, look. Now let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you everything that I'm about to explain to you has happened to me and it had been in my experiences in the last week. I was going somewhere, yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Location, yeah, West London. I was on the train. I'm walking. I have a big puffer jacket on. I have a hat on, yeah, and I've got a big beard. So I'm walking the train now, and I see one white brother. Obviously, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. But I looked at him, and we're maintaining eye contact for more than 5 seconds. He's a grown man. He's an Englishman, innit? I stick up my hand, yeah. Wallahi, billahi, tallahi, yeah. I feel like, fam, I don't even know I have to swear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah. And I'm not, inshallah, man's not going to do it again. If you don't believe me, that's your lot's fault, innit? I raised up my hand to him after, like, us maintaining eye contact for a hot second, yeah. And then he's like, he said to me, fam. And you know how happy I was, fam. He's like, bro, I was just about to do the exact same thing, but you shook my hand first, fam. And then he was telling me how much prejudice he's got about Islam, this, that, fam. Fam, I'm telling you, fam, the way that the world is right now, fam, it gets to me, bro. And the exact same, and the way that Fam, man was on the train with him for 2 stops. Man was on the train with him for 2 stops, and he's like, yes, brother, I'm gonna lie to you if I don't say I don't have prejudice about Islam. Yeah, but Brandon, don't chat. Yeah. Man's got a problem with Jedi. But fam, don't try to agree about, oh, you're about to do a suicide bomb in left vest, fam. If every Muslim was the way that you thought it, bro, you'll be screwed, fam. Let me tell you that now, innit? If every Muslim was racist, fam, the whole world would be screwed, fam. But alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, bro. There's good Muslims out there, innit? Yeah, and I'm just fam, bro. Fam, bro, man, putting M100 right now, fam. Fam, I'm putting my heart on a trap mission, mental. I went through some that fuck mental, bro. I'm telling you, fam. This is fam. Everything that man's showing you, fam. Man's not a fake guy, fam. I don't understand why.
But Aabid, do you think this is Aabid? Do you think it's right for you? You know, you're saying that you're mental and you're unstable. Do you think it's right for you to be going online?
No.
Seeking help and doing this.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. So say that again, brother.
Yeah, my brother, don't you think you should be seeking help behind closed doors? You know,
brother, bro, listen, fam. You know, I learned in life.
What you think this time would be spent better praying? You know, and asking Allah to guide you.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, bro. Man, praying it. You get me? Listen, man, saying yeah, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, yeah. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the world. Yeah? The only one that can help us, yeah, in this lifetime and the next is Allah, fam. So, fam. From when I'm venting to you lot right now because I've got something on my chest, fam. Yeah, bro, man's have these things bottled up, fam. Look, bro, I got stuff. I got information I can tell you about from when a man was 17, 16, how man's thing was playing in my head, and I'm writing my expression down, fam. You get me? And I'm showing my expression to my family members, and they're telling me I'm crazy, fam. Before I was a Muslim, fam, and now I'm a Muslim. I was on the same tip. They're telling me, oh, Islam has made you mad, fam.
You're a Muslim.
3 years ago, I was on the same tip, fam. But now I'm Muslim. You're telling me that Islam has mashed up your brain. Nah, man, that's not me, fam. That's not me. And like I said, Jedi, yeah, the only reason why I'm speaking to you in this manner, yes, it might see that I'm irate, yeah, and I'm speaking to one of your brothers. I think he might have known you, he might have not known you, innit? But I rate the guy, innit? Yeah, bro, he's a very disciplined man, innit? You get me? I don't know if you know him or not.
Right,
yeah, man.
Are you gonna be
listen, oh my God, there's so much to tell the world, fam. I can't tell you, man, in a way without someone saying that man's mental, fam. Man can tell you about how Jedi is, yeah, cool, you don't conform to nothing. Yeah, man, here's your bars and them things there, but gee, you use money, fam. Bro, I'm telling you, man's gonna bring a ring to Speaker's Corner, yeah? I had 500 pounds, yeah? If anybody wants to get that ring for me for 150 pounds, I'll bust that for you. I paid 140 pounds for that ring, innit? Yeah? And if nobody's gonna bring it to me on Speaker's Corner, Jedi, you can look into my face, man. Man's doing for the camera, man's doing this for the camera, like the same way man cut off my hair for the camera, this, that. Bro, if no one brings me 150 pounds, you see what I'm gonna do on camera? I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do that on camera. I'm gonna take that ring. I'm gonna dash it as far as the eye can see, fam. Diamonds, fam. That's what I'm on, fam. Man, cut off my hair and I will show, man. Yeah, that fam. It's not an ego thing. Just as respect did, fam. Man saw one of his fucking stuff a lot. Man saw one of his videos recently, and fam, it's deep, fam. It's deep. He's at one of his brother's graves, fam. He's that fam, man, cut off my hair just so I could mint it, fam. Bro, the reason why one of man cut off my hair, one of the things was breaking down my ego, bro. You get me? Because man feel like I hold ego, you get me? And I remember Jedi, me speaking to you, and you're thinking, fam, I'm thinking to cut my hair, but I don't know, it took bare time to grow, fam. Jedi, I've spoken to you in the past, bro. I don't forget things, you get me, fam? I remember the first time I met you as a young, naive little you, yeah, 17 or 18. The first thing I said to you, I was like, yo, Jedi, I rate what you on, you know? Yeah, what do you mean?
Just keep your mouth.
Don't worry. I was like, don't worry. But fam, bro, you can go back to your old videos and man's commenting, fam. I know what you're upon.
All right, cool, man. I just want to hear from Braden because he wants to say something. Go on, Braden.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the gentleman who's in the chat who addressed this inbred as a fellow Muslim when he said Assalamu alaikum, my brother. He always referred to him as my brother. So the gentleman that's got the avatar in the chat, do you see this person as just as much as a Muslim as Mo Salah that plays for Liverpool? Do you, as long as they're Muslim, they're all the same?
Mo Salah. Excellent finish, Mo Salah.
For trying to talk really intelligently and articulately, you're really quite dumb. That's the most stupid question I've ever heard, if I'm going to say, if I'm being honest.
Hey, is that Shani? Is that Shani's voice? Is that Shani's voice?
It is Aabid. Aabid, I think
I haven't spoken to you for a minute. How are you, sister? You're right, mashallah.
He must have left the chat.
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, thank you. Are you all right?
Yeah, mashallah. Yeah, I'm okay. How's life and that? Everything's good, yeah? How's life treating you?
Alhamdulillah. Aabid, I actually came on here, yeah, because I just want you to come off, if I'm being honest. And there's no disrespect.
Listen, my sister. Yeah. Listen, my sister. I understand. I can understand how people like that brother that had just come in there has said, bro, right now I'm very worried about you. Like I said, innit, I'm a sinner. I'm not normal. Yeah. Some people said, bro, man's be from when my family's telling me I'm not normal. Yeah, cool. Fam, man's not normal, fam. It's a lot to deal with, fam. But I'm knowing that there's a heaven and hell after death, fam. It's a lot to deal with, fam. But fam, people don't know that, but my family don't understand that, fam. But fam, when I'm coming on this thing, I'm speaking the way that I am, because I go to the speaker's corner, because if I was to speak, what I speak about certain things in the speaker's corner, well, my family told me, man's crazy. That's the reason my man goes to the speaker's corner, to vent about the world, fam. You feel me, bro? My uncle's telling me 2 days ago, man's crazy, fam. Now you're a Muslim, you hate the West. Nah, bro, I've been hating the West since I was in high school, fam. You just ain't asked me, uncle, bro. What do you mean, fam? I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you what you think is fake, fam. For Jeddah, you think when man was having that conversation with you all that time ago, one of the first debates man ever had with you, fam, was that, fam, what's the objective of life, fam? Is the objective in death a Muslim, a Hindu, a Jew, yeah, a Christian, an atheism, an agnostic? They will all claim to have the truth, but there's only one truth, my brother. And death, there's only me. Jeddah is a spiritual man. I'm a Muslim man, yeah. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, yeah. When I die, yeah, I can say, yeah, there's a heaven and a hell. Jedi, I can ask you, when you die, my brother, yeah? When you die, my brother, yeah? When I ask him that, Jedi, when you die, what's going to happen? Wow, I'm going to mute myself for 5 minutes, fam.
I don't know why you have to be so disrespectful, first of all. Why do you feel the necessary? Like, is your life so meaningless that you have to disrespect others? Is it really? What's wrong with you?
I feel like Aabid,
I'm not talking to Braden. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
no, I'm saying, you see what you just said, yeah? I feel now, I feel like it's my responsibility to tell the world, fam. I feel like it's my responsibility to tell my family, to tell the world. I feel like it's my responsibility to tell a spiritual seeker like Jedi, like, fam, there is truth about life, fam. You get me? Everything that you're thinking about, everything that you're not sure about, fam. You get me? It's all everything is done by the will of Allah. Everything that has every single war, every disgusting thing that has happened, everything good comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything bad comes from the humans. But at the end of the day, we as Muslims believe in the qadr of Allah, yeah? And we are not to say, oh, man got punched in the face, but yeah, if I did this, if I did that, that's different, innit? Because we believe in the qadr of Allah, the good in it and the bad of it. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie to you, I dare Mr. Ratshai punch me in my face now, fam. Man's growing up, fam. Man's 21 years old now, fam. And I won't, fam. Yesterday, when Jedi was like, yeah, cool, saying hi, cool to everybody, Jedi didn't say cool to me. But I recognize what he was doing, fam. I said, Jedi, get home safe, fam. I don't even know if my man hurt, fam.
I didn't see you. When I walked
away.
Yeah,
cool, then now, cool.
Let me speak. Yo, deep. I didn't see you. Yeah. When I walked away, I heard you say, Jedi, get home safe. I turned around and said, yeah, man, cool, deep. So I don't know if you heard that, but I said, yeah, cool, deep. But obviously, I'd already gone some kind of distance, innit, yeah? But yeah, man, like, I have no problem saying hello or goodbye to you, deep. But this is the thing, yeah? You have sent me something like 50 different messages, bro.
Bad. Show it.
I deleted them.
Show it, man. Show it.
I'm not showing it.
Show it, man. Show it, Jedi. When I made the conscious decision, yeah, cool. I'm gonna speak to Jedi consciously. I knew that I was gonna get myself back into this shit, fam. That's why when I first started saying to you, if you feel any type of violence or malice towards me, bro, we can have a Sunnah Wrestling match all day, every day, fam. I know, of course, but that's what I'm saying, fam. Everything that fam, inshallah, when man speak, I think that every time that man speaks, even though you don't think about it, fam, everything that I say has a reason in it. Yeah. Okay. There's not a reason, fam. You know what it is,
Aabid. You know what it is, brother. I'll be real with you. Yeah, you need to get some sleep. When you don't sleep, you're gonna get manic. Yeah.
I haven't been sleeping since the start of 2020, fam. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam.
This is what it is.
Fam, wallahi, billahi, tallahi, bro. My older brother, fam, said to me, fam, whenever you don't get enough sleep, fam, you go coup, fam. Yeah, but at the moment, yeah, one of his Muslim brothers. Fam, this hurts my heart, fam. One of my Muslim brothers that I know, fam, he's tapped right now, fam. He's saying, fam, it's mad, fam.
Why can't you sleep?
Fam.
Why can't you sleep? Yeah, cool. Like, come on, man. Yeah, Bray-Dumb, what do you want to say? Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to come in there to the. How do I refer to this ex-Sikh?
Aabid. His name is Aabid.
Aabid.
My name. Inshallah, I got some like some. Look, one of my teachers in it, yeah. Somebody that I refer to knowledge is a black couple, yeah.
We know,
He's a black
right,
brother. It's not all right, bro. This is fam. Man sees this like speakers corner online, fam. So don't tell me all right, bro. Man can speak. Man, if I want to vent, I can. I want to vent.
You also have to
I'm probably not gonna speak. I'm probably not gonna speak to anybody about anything ever again. I'm probably until next Saturday, fam. So if I want to vent, fam, don't tell me all right, fam. You get me? Let me speak.
Aabid, just let him speak for a second. I mean, I don't really want to hear him, to be honest, but come on, you've had a chat. Let him say what he needs to say now. Maybe
all I would say, sir, if you are going through this mental torment to convert into Islam, it's a total natural thing to do if you're coming from the Sikh community, is to kind of lose your mind, because what you're doing is going against nature, going against your own biology, going against your ancestors. You're probably being haunted by people that are coming to get you from your spiritual homeland. But what I would say is, if you're going through this yourself, then go through it yourself. Stop trying to convert your nan and granddad to Islam. That's not cool, dude. They've lived a lot longer than you have. They've seen the world a lot more than what you have done. They've struggled to even get to this country from India. And you're doing a total disservice to yourself. I don't buy this stuff that you're going mad. I know what people are like when they go mad. They don't even have a phone. They're not conscious enough. You're being an actor. You've got no tears. There's no tears on your face. You're being a total fraud. And I've met you several times. I've spoken to you several times. You're just an attention seeker. That's all you are. You're a virgin. And the only people that will give you attention is those spiritual deviants of the followers of Islam. They don't care. They don't care if you're a retard like you. They will still try to convert you to Islam and use you as a proxy. You are the people that are used in suicide bombings. Vulnerable, weak, malnutritioned, ugly, rejects of society because you're inbreded. And the Islamic fundamentalists that have a little bit more about them, that want power and dominance, use people like you. What I would say to you, sir, is give Christianity a try, because we will generally really care about you. That's why I said send me your phone.
I think it's so mad that you're calling people an inbred and you're ginger. You know, the inbred gene was actually maintained and spread through inbreeding. Did you know that?
What?
Did you actually know that?
Say that again?
The ginger gene, that mutation that is being ginger, was actually spread through mutation. Did you? Sorry, through inbreeding.
Are you gonna? You're putting your hold on. You're gonna put your name to saying that, yeah, Shani?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I could bring you the facts. Do you want the facts? I
don't mind.
It's quite mad that he's here talking about being inbred. Why are you calling him inbred? You don't know his life or his family.
So out of the whole thing, what I said, you can only pick up on the inbred part.
Because there's so many things that you said that were unfactual, untrue, really disgusting. Really, if you're going to say that he's out here faking it and crying and whatever, that's perfectly fine. Say that. That's your opinion on him.
Everyone, you know what I would say? What I would say is anybody can say anything that they choose to. I'm not gonna block people. Did
I just walk in and somebody said that? Fam, subhanAllah, this is the destiny, you know. Some man walks back in, yeah, and man says someone saying, "Oh, am I faking it, fam?" If you think I'm faking it, that's you, fam. But if you're not having a spiritual and conscious thingy from when man's talking, fam, that's you, innit? If you're not having a spiritual reaction towards what man's saying, and the fam, man's pouring myself out of here, fam. You get me? Man, just come back in the room and somebody says, "What is man faking it?" If you think I'm faking it, innit? Cool, I'll be back in like 5 minutes, fam.
I'm not telling you need to mute. I haven't come up here saying that you need to mute anybody or you shouldn't let anyone speak. That's not what I'm saying. Like you're saying, everyone can say whatever they want to say. That's fine. But when he's making facts, when he's trying to make facts, is though the reason why he's unwell, which we can clearly see Aabid is not well.
He's not unwell. Believe me, I know when somebody's unwell. He's been an attention seeker.
Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. Okay, cool.
No. It's a medical opinion. You can call me doctor. I would prefer to be referred to as
turn around and say that the reason why he's being this way is because he's going against his genetics and all this. It's just bullshit. What bullshit is that? It's absolutely bullshit. And do you know what? Like you said before, Jedi, find us somebody here that doesn't have mental issues that are associated with that park. How many people can genuinely? How is that a straw? How is that straw manning?
Can I ask you, sweetheart? Sorry, I don't know your name. How do I refer to you as?
Certainly not sweetheart. You can call me Shani.
Shani, okay. Not sweetheart, but Shani. Okay. So Shani, what I would ask you, you're a practicing Muslim, I guess.
I am, alhamdulillah.
So you believe in the afterlife, you believe in the spiritual life, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So when I say to somebody like the ex-Sikh that is transitioned to Islam, that he could potentially be being haunted by his ancestral past, those of Sikh origin, is that not a fair analogy and diagnosis of why he's potentially hearing voices?
That's what I brought up. But why would? But then in the medical terms of hearing voices, would that not be saying that you have mental health issues, which you just denied? You denied it. Spiritually, within Islam, I would say that there was jinn. Yeah, I would. And that jinn, if you want to say it's from his ancestors or whatever, yeah, cool, whatever. That's perfectly fine. I'm not disagreeing with that. The fact that you're saying, the fact that he's come to Islam, you know what you were saying. It was you're basically trying to say that because he came to Islam is the reason why he's being this way. There's people in the chat that will agree with you, but you're also a racist. So I don't even know why they even feel they're like turncoating because they hate Islam so much. Like you're a bit on both levels. I can see plenty of people doing it.
Okay,
what are you saying, Shani? What are you saying?
We agreed on the first.
One second, Braden. What are you saying? Like, who's turncoating because they hate Islam?
There's people in the chat today. I don't need to sit and it will just come on. But let me know, if I say them, if I start calling the people out who are doing it, they're aware of it. People in the chat know who are doing it. I've been in the chat. That's where I came from. And I'm saying people in the chat are doing it. The person that's doing it is aware. The people that are doing it.
I'm just asking you though. Like, did I not have the right?
If I give you,
Shani, slow down. Slow down. Take a deep breath. No, man, no. Because it's like you're gonna get to the point where you're not gonna actually let me get a sentence off, and for whatever reason, I don't get it. We shouldn't be matching other people's energies, right? We should be calm. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be calm.
I am calm. Okay, continue with your question, please.
I just want to know what you're talking about.
And I'm trying to explain to you. What I'm saying to you is I'm not trying to call anyone's name out because then that becomes a different discussion. It becomes an argument and so on and so forth with those people. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying there's people out here that would agree with what he's saying based on the fact that they hate Muslims so much when the guy's a piece of shit on both platforms to Muslims and people of color. So are we really agreeing with him on one topic?
So you mean that because he's racist and a piece of shit, he can't have valid points?
He can have valid points, but if you're here using him and you're backing up his points just to get at something else that you don't like, what is that? That's turncoating to me.
Okay, but who is doing that? Like some people in the chats are doing that. Is that what you're saying? One person in the chat's doing it, or
there's a few people.
Why do you care what they're doing then? Like, I don't get it. Why is it relevant for the conversation? We're trying to have a conversation. You're bringing it to the chat, but you don't want to. We're having a conversation. Hold on. We're having a conversation, but you brought it to the chats. I was talking about people on the panel. You brought it to the chats, but you don't want to be specific. So I'm just like, this is a very generic thing that you're saying. I'm trying to understand what the point of it is.
And the point was very little within everything else that I was saying, but you picked it out. If you listen back, you'll see that wasn't the base of what I was talking about. I was talking about Brendan and this and that, and I just added that little point, but then you picked it out, and that's why we're having a conversation about it.
Mainly because I didn't hear what you were saying. Do you know what I mean? That's why I was trying to ask you to calm down as well, because I think you sound more clearer and coherent, like on the way your microphone is set up.
That's fine. I'm good. If my microphone doesn't work, let me just come off the thing.
I never said your microphone doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. You're being very ignorant for whatever reason, man. Very dismissive of me. Yeah, very dismissive of me, and I'm just noticing something that's like, what is actually going on here?
No, I'm not.
Like, what's going on? You are. You're being very dismissive of me. Aabid can't hear you because Aabid is praying. Aabid is going to pray. Aabid is going to pray. So there's no point addressing him because he can't hear you because he's going to pray. So I was talking to you. You're just trying to dismiss me. You just dismissed me. So whatever, man. Whatever. Like, and then it makes me feel like I've done you something. Makes me feel like I've done you something because I'm questioning what you're talking about because I didn't get it. So I was questioning you, and like it's just about just chat, but no one, you're not actually saying nothing to me. And then you want to go back to Aabid. I'm saying he's praying. Now you're gonna dust because I told you to keep it calm so that you could be more coherent because your microphone ain't really sounding that good. You're like, okay, if my microphone's not working, I'm gone. Bare dismissiveness. Like, so you're not actually gonna have a conversation. You came to tell Aabid to come off the what do you call it? You came to tell Aabid to come off the
Bro,
the
man
line.
just comes back here, man. Here's my name again, fam.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is the
no.
qadr of Allah.
I think-
Alhamdulillah. Go and carry on.
We know you're there.
Johnny would like you to come off the live, innit? This is what she's come on to speak to. I don't think she wants to talk to me, and I don't know. She's not happy about.
No, but fam, because but you know, as a sister, man rate her, yeah, because fam, I understand in it. Because look, there's so many eyes watching me at this moment in time, yeah. It's not good for my reputation, innit? And look, when the way that the angle that man came up from this thing, alhamdulillah, man feels a bit calmer now, innit? But, but yeah, the angle that a man first came into this thing from that.
Oh, don't talk when he's talking, man. It's bare confusion. Don't talk when he's talking. Let's have quiet. Like, let's try
at least, fam, man's in a point. Man can say, yeah, I hear that, Jeddah, innit? Like, yes, though, like, bread and like relaxing it. And chatting in it, like you. How long was you on here before?
Don't worry about it. Just go back to saying what you were saying.
It's the same old wasting, fam. What was I saying?
Oh, like what I was gonna say to you. Can I say something to you, D?
Yeah,
you
go.
You seem to
please call me Abdullah, inshallah, innit? Don't call me Deep, innit? I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't mean that. Abdullah, yeah. Yeah, or okay. Can I call you Mystery? Because I'm gonna keep forgetting your name. Can I call you Mystery?
Call me Mystery.
Well, Mystery. What I was gonna say to you is, you seem like you got a bee in your bonnet about me, as if I've done something wrong. Yeah.
Not only that, the only time that I've had a bee in your bonnet is from when you said, fam, what you said yesterday raged me, fam. And that's, fam. Yes, I was thinking to myself yesterday for very long, fam. Shall I actually come out and make myself look like a waste man again online, or should I keep it to myself? But nah, man, for you know what I'm gonna do, fam. Man's a lion, innit? Man's the lion, fam. Man's a young lion, fam. That's the way I was brought up, fam. Man's Punjabi, fam.
The main thing you need to do, the main thing you need to do, yeah, honestly, is you need to focus on your well-being and getting rest, yeah. And I'm not gonna tell you nothing else except for, bro, get some rest, innit? Like, get some rest and see after you get a decent sleep and you keep a calm mind, yeah, and you get to rest your mind. Tell me if you feel the same way. Yeah.
Hey, listen, my brother, yeah. There's only 24 hours in a day, fam, and that's not a long time, bro.
But you got FOMO, you got fear of missing out, but you're not missing out on nothing because nothing is more.
I'm missing out, bro. If I didn't jump on the thing,
chill, brother. Listen, hear me out. If you sleep, you're not going to be missing out on anything. When you wake up, anything that has happened while you've been asleep, you can catch up on. Yeah, but rather than your family, hold on, your family, yeah, your family is concerned about you, and they think that you need to rest. I don't know you like that, yeah, and I'm observing you. I know enough people.
Imagine I was talking to my older brother. Yeah, go on.
I know enough people that have their own mental battles and struggles, and a lack of sleep is usually a bad trigger.
Just today, fam, bro, I was finding myself like, fam, in sleep paralysis, fam. I don't even know if I was saying my shahada, bro, or not, fam, but I was saying la ilaha illallah, bro, because I couldn't, fam. I was looking up, fam, I'm seeing mad things, fam. I'm saying la ilaha illallah, bro. You get what I mean, fam? Like I said to you, I was speaking to my older brother the other day. Yeah, like, fam, you see, all them years ago, like, not even, when did my dad come to the park? I was speaking to my older brother. I'll show him my older brother, and I was like, yo, today I'm gonna go to the park. Yeah, and if you don't hear from man, yeah, like a mad thing might happen, innit? Obviously, my dad overheard this, and my dad's like, nah, fuck that. You ain't telling your older brother, and I'm not hearing about it. You overheard.
So what do you mean? What kind of mad thing did you think might happen?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought, yeah, somebody was gonna dip me up in it.
Why?
Like, obviously, that's younger mentality, me, innit? I'm not gonna lie.
Why did you think someone was gonna do you something? Why?
I don't know, fam. Don't ask me, innit? Don't ask me.
This is what I'm saying, brother. Listen, hear what I'm saying, yeah. Like, if you do have, and this is not like, this is the thing. I've been there for some of your journey. I did know you when you was of a different religion. I did know you when you was a little bit calmer. You did have like hype in you, but you was a little bit calmer. I believe that you've been suffering from like some mental anguish for a while. I don't believe it was appropriate for you to really be focusing on religion, and I thought you should have been more focusing on your mental health before you embraced the new religion. However, you took your shahada. Hold on 1 second. You took your shahada. Hold on. It's my opinion. Let me give you my opinion.
As long as you said it's your opinion, innit? That's good, innit? Because obviously,
that's all I can talk from. You took your shahada, and then I think you became obsessed with the religion. Maybe you found.
I became obsessed. Now listen to this.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you found many beautiful things in this religion, but you wasn't ready to grasp it because of where you were mentally, and I think it took you in the wrong direction. I asked.
Well, like I said, that's my opinion. But now let me tell you. Let me tell you the fact. Let me tell you the facts. I
asked brothers, to assist you, if they checked for you, if they cared about you. I asked them behind your back. I went to many of the knowledgeable brothers, and I said to them, "Yo, you see Aabid, you see Mystery. I beg you, look after him, calm him down, take him away, encourage him to stay away from the park and that." You had certain incidences. Me and you had certain conversations, and you was hitting me up online. You was hitting me up on Instagram, sending me messages, and it was going on and on and on and on. It was popping up everywhere, and I just wanted to see your brothers take you and guide you and keep you safe, innit? Yeah. I just wanted to see them keep you safe. You held it down. You kind of seemed like you was like kind of gone quiet, and I respected that. You're back now, and I think the only thing that's really changed is the fact that you're not sleeping and you're not resting. I think that I think you can be okay, bro, but you just need to get that rest. Okay? Like, you need to get that rest, brother. That's all you need to do is just rest.
Exactly.
you know when you sleep, and you wake up and you're like, yes, man's feeling stronger than what I did before, or when I sleep. Yeah, because obviously sleep, alhamdulillah, sleep is a mercy from Allah, innit? Because if we didn't have sleep, the man will be acting, bro. Man's probably for the last 3-4 days. Yeah, man's probably running like 2-3 days. Yeah, man's probably running on less than flipping 10 hours sleep, innit? You get me? Like I said, there's not a lot of time, fam. We don't have a lot of time left on this earth, fam. I don't know who's speaking right now. Yeah. Anyway, actually, sorry, Shani. Sorry. Okay, see, obviously, Jedi was saying something from his opinion. Let me just show you a little gem, fam, from my point of view. There was my brother from high school, innit? Obviously, obviously, man got different type of friends and that, innit? Yeah, some of them are on some cruds, and now some of them are not. This guy, it just so happens that he's not in it. I've known him since. Okay, look, fam. Wow, listen to this, fam. So I mean, fam. This is why I bug out, fam. This is why I bug out. Listen, when I was a youth, I went to a taster day, innit? Year 6.
Why are you talking over it? Hold on. Wait 1 second, please, Mystery. How are we gonna be telling him to be calm and learn how to like express himself at the same time? Is as soon as
this is why I'm here, Jedi.
Why are you talking over him?
Because the whole point is, I want him to listen to me before he starts telling these stories to a bunch of people who don't give a fucking shit about him. Why? Okay,
no problem, Shani. So then you can exit the panel, innit? Like, you've probably been in here a million times before. Man's venting, innit? So let me chat to Jedi like man's chatting to him, innit? If you didn't, look, me, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Jedi did not, fam, alhamdulillah, by the qadr of Allah, it happened. Yeah, obviously, when it comes to Sunday, I'm not gonna come to Jedi on the same tip that I am now, because I've already spoken to him. Yeah, and I'm not gonna go COE, and I'm not gonna say Shamsi, just walk behind me. Yeah, if I say anything wrong in Islamically, yeah, just correct me. Yeah, and if Jedi brings a doubt to me, just please fill it in, because I don't have enough knowledge. Yeah, but please, yeah, just stay behind me while I speak to this man, innit? Fam, I'm not gonna do that no more, innit? Because fam, like, man feels that like my Jedi has like 2.5% more of an understanding for me, innit? So Shani, please, yeah, if this is the way that I'm expressing myself and I'm talking too fast and I'm seeming aggressive and I'm seeming loud, yeah, because maybe it's because I'm a little bit crazy, fam. But just let me be in it, let me make my statement.
Honestly, yeah. All right, can you do me a favor, Aabid? She's not gonna stop talking until you hear her, innit? So I beg you listen to what she's got to say.
My whole point is, I hear what you're saying. You want to talk to Jedi. You want to vent to Jedi. You think he's a good person to talk to. Fine. You can do that offline. Because right now, you're talking and telling your story with a bunch of people who do not give a shit about you. And they're mocking you. And they're mocking Islam because they're mocking you on top of everything that you're saying. So
what's your concern? Is it Aabid or is it Islam?
It's him. My concern is him. That's what I came.
Why are you even bringing up Islam? He's talking about him. He doesn't represent Islam. He doesn't represent Islam. He represents him.
But this is the thing he would say that he would as well. This is really his opinion. As a Muslim, this opinion is that I represent. You, being a black person, do you not walk down the street and actually
Shani, me and you've had bare conversations, yeah, that other Muslims would say that they don't want you to have, innit?
It's not about other Muslims.
But it is, because you are the other Muslim right now, and you're doing what other Muslims do. Oh, Shani, come on. Oh, no, wait. Please, what's wrong with you? Why can't you listen? What's up? What's going on? Let me mute up. Go on, Shani.
I'm actually busy. So I literally came on here just to give him advice to come off the thing. That's all I wanted him to do. And I said to him, when I first come on, I said, Jedi, no disrespect to you, but the brother's sitting here crying. So me caring about him, first of all, he's obviously going through something. This is not the right place for him to be. That's all that was. And you've given him advice, no, to say the same thing. But everyone in the chat, if you want to be cunts and laugh at him or whatever, and take the piss out of him, take the piss out of Islam, do that. But I'm just saying to the brother, you know what? Come off the thing. Come off it. Yeah, put Annibal's picture. You know what? Go fuck yourself, man. At the end of the day, no one's being groomed here. I care about the brother at the end of the day. That's all it is. I care about the brother. And I don't even like him. But I care about him because I can see he's unwell. And this is not the place for him to be. For people to sit here and mock him.
Nah, I don't even know that about all that. You get me? I don't think he's being mocked, man. You know what I'm saying? A man's stressed out, a man's thing. We told you this from time. There's a lot of people with mental health issues and all sorts of issues in here. But yeah, as Shani said, I don't necessarily agree with that, sis. I think that Islam is free from this. You get what I'm saying? Because as I said, this thing is about peace and living in peace, and all this other stuff is a problem. You get what I'm saying? Especially when someone already has an issue before Islam, and he made the disclaimer from the beginning saying that he does not represent Islam, and he will make mistakes, and you know, that type of thing. So yeah, there was no need necessarily to think. But if you are here for him, then you should have just at least given him the respect to listen to him. Might have helped. You know what I'm saying? And like, you can never judge how people care or don't care. People's opinion could change straight away. They could hear his story and listen to him and say, no, you know what? As a good Muslim, I'm going to go help him. Maybe that's what should be done in private.
My thing is this, yeah. My thing is this. I get that people wanna filter what's real and what's happening, but I'm not doing that. Yeah. So everybody's expressing themselves, yeah. Everybody's giving their point of view. Everybody's comments are going up on the screen. Yeah. Like, I'm just hitting them at random. If you're saying something, if you're not just addressing someone else in the chat and you're actually making a comment about what you're watching, then your shit's going up on the screen. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether it's something I agree with or not. I got told to fuck myself, but it is where it is, because this is the thing, yeah. People really, really, really care when it's the thing that they love, yeah, that they feel is under scrutiny or whatever. Like, I hear selfish intentions, innit? Yeah, because you just care about you and Islam and blah blah blah. You didn't really even give the brother a chance to fucking speak. Yeah, like, and it's just like I'm hearing your voice, and I'm saying that's not how you calm things down. Don't you see how I can, like, you calm it down by, you know what, you speak and you let him know, look, it's appropriate to let someone else speak. And then when and you just have that back and forth, so it feels like more of a conversation. My man just prayed, just got calmer, and when he's talking, you start shouting over him. I know what it's like when I'm talking and someone starts talking over me. It gets me in a mind state where it's a little bit manic. So, like, I feel like you could have been calmer. And I've told you this from before. Calm it down, speak. You sound more coherent, blah, blah, blah. But you don't think you're excited, yeah? And I know that you're taking it personally, but you're allowed to take it personally. I'm not stopping you from taking it personally, but there's other humans on this planet. Not everybody is Muslim. Not everybody has got mental health. Not everybody is a female. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody agrees. Not everybody disagrees. I'm trying to say, some people think that you shouldn't be on here. When you was on here talking about things you've been through, some people saying you shouldn't be on here. No one gives a fuck. But that's all perspective. You can't tell me whether I give a fuck or not. I didn't wake up giving a fuck about Aabid. But if he's a human being that's going through something, then yeah, I will give him words of encouragement. Yeah, I will tell him the right thing. I ain't going to attempt to go jump off a bridge, am I? I'm going to attempt to calm down. I'm going to attempt to get some rest. Because to be honest, I've given this guy and many other people far more advice and my energy than any of you have. I've pulled this guy to the side multiple times. Paragraphs of responses to this guy. He bombarded me with 50 messages, done 7 videos about me in the space of today. I know something ain't right. You don't see me laughing and joking and ha ha ha, yeah, and trying to antagonize him. I'm trying to be sympathetic. I'm trying to let him know that his views and his words are valid, because that's what he wants. He wants to know that his words are valid. Now, you want to come on here and play the police of what's appropriate to be online and what's not, then fair dues, isn't it? Fair dues, isn't it? But like I said, there's many brothers that have come on and said, oh, Shani, you shouldn't even be on here. Oh, Shani, they're not even Muslim. Oh, Shani, they're just using you. Oh, Shani, they don't care about you. But you use that, now fuck that, I'm going to make up my own mind. The one thing I know people with mental health don't like is to be patronized. So don't patronize, man. I don't try to treat man like a baby. You can see he's got respect for you. Do you know what I mean? But whatever, man. Everyone deals with things their own way, man. I'm just saying, like, when people get triggered or whatever and they jump on here, don't think that the rules of the show is just going to change and transform. It ain't going to happen. Because when Betty's on there talking to madness, she's allowed on there. And everyone's in the chat laughing. Betty's got mental health issues. She's probably on another channel right now being entertained, giving spanners and all sorts of fucking fuckery. So let's not play games, innit? Like you said, there's many people that have got mental illness and mentally ill. Yeah, they express it in different ways. Don't ask me to be the psychiatrist that decides, oh, you get to come on and you don't, and you get to. We just had Bray-Dumb on for how long? Yeah. Do you think Braden's normal? Do you think Braden's like cool? But he's been on for fucking hours. I didn't hear you calling for him to come off, but because he's Muslim, you care. Because Braden's racist, yeah, then you don't care. But what if his racism could be a result of his mental illness? Just like Aabid's violence or Aabid's manicness could be a result of his. Come on, man. Like, bruv, man's too wise, isn't it? Like, I'm too wise, and people don't often see the wisdom because I make it look so easy. So I don't know if you think, like, you know what I mean? Man's telling me, oh yeah, Jedi's what do you say? What did she say? Jedi's benefiting off getting views. Bruv, are you dumb? Come on, I'm not second guessing myself, man. I'm not. But sometimes people have to push their agendas, and it's like I'm not allowed to challenge you. As soon as I challenge you or disagree with you, then it's fuck off Jedi, and you're running off, and like it's like, bruv, whatever. You're allowed to come on there and say, yo, bro, I don't think you should be on there right now. You're allowed to do that. No one ain't got a problem with that. But then let the man have his say. That's what I was saying, innit? Fucking hell, man. But yeah. You know what I mean? Everyone, like, it's when it's close to home, we're all hypocrites. When it's close to home, the man start treating things differently. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and it is freedom of speech, and it is freedom of speech. And you know what? Like, I do hope that Aabid, I do hope you get the peace that you want, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I do hope that you get the peace that you want, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't nice to really hear you like that. And I know that you've been in a better place. So hopefully you can find it back. You can find that better place back again. You know what I mean?
I think another thing, Jedi, is that, you know, they think man don't know, man. They think it's just an internet. This ain't
just a new thing, yeah.
It's real life. Man will see man in the flesh on a regular basis. Like, man see man on a regular basis. You get what I'm saying? When I saw him the other week, he greeted me. He was like, oh, Maki, I ain't seen you for ages. I'm like, nigga, I saw you 2 weeks ago, but no worry. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, isn't it? Like, I don't know. You know? Like, we know these people. So, you know, we do our best. You get what I'm saying? The park thing, man said it was an extension of the park because it's an extension of people who he knows. And I always talk about this fight or flight thing. You get me? With the park. That people who are suffering or think they have this response that just to go straight back to the park. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a form of camaraderie or something, or, you know what I mean, there, where they can feel appreciated and get what they need to say out. Same with the internet. So that's what man's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So he's come to people who he can at least trust. You get me? Because if man went on another channel now and it was all Passar thing, there'd be 150 of you enjoying it. You get me? Talking about, yeah, go sniper, get him, Jedi, get him.
Bro, I haven't spoken to Respect and Jedi any differently, yeah, but I don't understand when I was chatting to Respect, yeah, man got bare man involved, this, that. Jedi didn't like me, Jedi thought that man was some dickhead dude, bro. Like, I didn't speak to, before anybody ever heard about this thing, I didn't speak to flipping Respect on his ones behind the shed, like he was saying, bang me in my face, bro, bang me in my face, bro. I'm like, bro, if you want to fight me, yeah, let's both put our hands up and let's go in it. Man's not gonna punch you first because that's a dickhead thing, innit? And I'm a Muslim, but man don't do that, innit? I'll fight for my survival, innit? I said, if you wanna, I said to him, yeah, let's fight, innit? And you know, he said, he walked in the park with Jaleka, yeah? And fam, I went straight to him, innit? Bruv, oh my days, fam, oh my days. I said, come, Respect, I wanna chat to you. And he's like, what you wanna do? What you wanna do? You wanna scrap it out? I said, fam, I put my arm around him. I was like, I love it, fam. I love it. Whatever, anyway. But yeah, hey, Jedi, man's gonna finish something, innit?
Yeah.
Before Shawnee, you see my boy in it. Obviously, fam, man was getting a bit emotional, but then my second.
You gotta listen. Mystery, do me one favor, please, bro. Yeah. Do me one favor. Yeah. Breathe slowly. You got water. Go get some water. Drink some water. Sit down. Relax back. Yeah, and just talk calmly. Like literally, just talk calmly, and just be easy. Yeah. And I want to hear what you got to say. Okay. It's cool, innit? But just, you know.
Obviously, you said somebody said that. Obviously, I came to the park as a Sikh. No, I didn't. Yeah. Before I even look, as a youth, yeah, at the age of 17, I was wearing the Sikh patka, yeah, the Sikh turban, yeah, and that's why I had problems with Ross because he didn't believe me when I came to the corner on the spiritual tip, innit? He didn't believe that I was Sikh, innit? Cool. So I was on that tip for a year, innit? Sikhism, yeah. And then obviously I felt something inside me, like fam, like it doesn't feel right, innit? So I kept my long hair because obviously it's a spiritual sign, innit, of having long hair, strong hair, innit, like lion hair, innit? You feel me? Like fam, there's spiritual properties of having dreadlocks. Obviously, in these type of things, if you decide to go down that route, but I'm not saying I'd adhere to it now, but that's just the things that I thought I knew when I was spiritualist, innit? Cool, whatever. When I was on my whole spiritual journey, yeah, from I was young, my friend, innit? Yeah, like I said to you before, you know, some of my friends obviously are good, some of my friends are bad, innit? This guy's a bad friend, but he's a good friend, if that makes sense, yeah? When I was a young youth, he was telling me about Islam, bro, in high school, innit? Yeah, I went to a taster day, this is where I left off. I went to a taster day, I saw him for the first time, yeah? And then after I saw him for the first time, fam, yeah, I kept seeing him in the ends, fam. Man's a little youth, fam. I'm like, fam, this guy's with his mum right now, fam, but man saw him in his taster day, fam. You get me? I'm a little youth, bro. Cool, whatever. When he was chatting to me, when I was small, innit, young and dumb. Oh, why is that there like that? Fire, fam.
No, because you know why it's there. Because we got someone new on the channel. I just want to know who they are. Yo, Osama 007. What's good?
Hi, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, man. What's good? How can I help you, boss?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to the brother.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm a bit older than
bro, let me just say, bro, my phone,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got a good phone, yeah. It's a S8, but I don't know why it's charging and declining. I think it's just this shit. I think it's just this rubbish, like chat in it. But bro, I'm just gonna finish this thing. I'm moving a bit. There's no reason for me. I need to do stuff in my day, bro. Like,
man, go on.
Finish what you're saying. Explain this. I don't want to go, fam.
Go.
Yeah. So man saw this guy in Taste Today, I kept seeing him there. It's a couple of years now, year 8, year 9, man's telling me about Islam. He's probably trying to convert me, and obviously man's a Sikh, innit? That's what I've grown up as a life. And obviously, if you know Sikhs, then you know that they don't like Muslims, innit? So man's just like, nah, man's upon my thing, you're upon your thing, whatever. So obviously now, I told you already about college, so now I'm still on my spiritual path, yeah? As a youth in high school, yeah, in primary school, fam, I used to be scared of not sleeping because I thought I was gonna die, fam. I used to go to my mom and dad's bedroom, yeah, and fam, I just used to try and wake them up, fam, any way I could, like just push them and run away, innit, just so I could seek some comfort. I didn't want to tell them, innit, what man was suffering. You feel me, bro? I thought I was gonna die in my sleep, fam. There would be times when I wouldn't go to sleep because I think I would die, fam. As a youth, fam. Yeah. As a youth. Anyway, no, that's neither here nor there. Cool. So after college now, man's left. Man's doing the spiritual thing. When I first came to Speaker's Corner, I spoke to Gabs about that. Gabs about this about some spiritual thing. You know, I don't know if you've seen that, but if you haven't checked it out and you want to know what my mentality was before Islam, yeah, go and look at Gabs and deep in it, COE thing. But my name's not in the title, but it's there, right? Cool. I came to the conclusion that I came to, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I was going to tell my Shahada, yeah, and obviously me and my friend was going through the spiritual journey at the same time. Cool, innit? So, bro, I took him to Kababish. I was like, bro, I want to speak to you, innit? He's a Muslim brother, yeah. He's a Muslim brother. He's not Muslim, but he's a brother. He's an Algerian brother, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I said, look, bro, I want to speak to you. I bought him food, whatever, yeah. I said, bro, like, my mum was on a spiritual journey for all of this time, and obviously, like, bro, Islam's the truth, innit? You know, the first thing he came out of his mouth, G. First thing, fam. I'm telling you, fam. I'm not lying, fam. He said, has the truth just been in my face this whole time? Yeah, and I just haven't recognized it, fam. I was like, boy.
Can I say something, brother?
Well, my phone's on 1%, so if my phone dies, then that's yeah.
Can I say something?
Quickly, because his phone's gonna die.
Yeah,
speak, innit? Speak. You don't have to ask me to say something. You're here. Speak if you want to speak. Yeah,
calm down, man. Calm down. What I was gonna say is that what you're going through is actually quite common when people become religious, especially when they're young. Just listen to me. When you become religious, especially when you're young, there's a manic phase. It's actually commonly known that it's called it's like a spiritual fervor. It's like you everything is religion, and yeah, you want to save your parents, you want to save it. Every night I was like that as well. I was crying for my parents as well, blah blah blah. But after a certain period, you're going to get beyond that, inshallah, and you're actually going to become more balanced. But at the moment, you seem quite manic, man, and that is to me, that looks like a very common thing that happens in the beginning.
Who's talking right
so can you still hear me?
Yeah, bro. Is that you, Osama? Huh?
Yes, it's Osama, bro.
Yeah, Osama, bro. Listen, I feel like you're dancing around, right? Just tell the man there's a chance, there's a possibility he may be unwell. But instead of saying, oh, it's a manic period, blah, 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 bro, he just told you when he was in primary school, he used to have feelings about anxiety about his parents, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, your reception on your sound is fucking up, bro. So, yeah, your reception on your sound's fucking up. So, Osama, do you want to keep talking because he interrupted you? No, neither of you, none of you. Osama, Ultra, Osama. No. Sniper.
Jeds, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying, Aabid just said he used to have feelings about anxiety about losing his parents in primary school, about something to do with he didn't want to sleep, bro. This is what I'm saying. It ain't since his shahada. He's just told
I know exactly. People don't listen.
Unwell for a
people
long
don't listen,
time.
innit? I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wanted him to finish, but it's like, bro, you're not even listening to the brother.
This is what I'm saying.
Everybody that wants to communicate, oh man, everybody that wants to. You got a lot of background noise, Osama. Everybody that wants to communicate with this young man, first thing you need to do in communication. This is the same thing I said to Kane yesterday. He wanted to have a conversation, and I said, people need to learn to be better listeners. Everyone's got an idea.
Yes, Jedi. Listen. No, Jeds, I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? I've known Aabid's been unwell for a long time. Wow. I'm not a clinical physician. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, so it ain't my place to assign diagnosis.
Of course.
Yeah? But he has told, if you listen to everything he said online over the last 2 years, it's not difficult to piece together that he has been unwell for a very long time. And the fact that he just said he had anxiety about losing his parents in primary school.
Yeah, sleep.
And didn't want to sleep. Bro, listen to me. I don't understand why people are telling him,
where's his help? Where's his help? That's what I want to understand.
Where's the help?
Somebody should say, bro, listen. But from what he's saying, unless he's kind of distorted what's actually going on, it's
the wrong kind of help.
You need some help.
Just say to him, I'll tell you what, Aabid, put down the Quran and the Hadith for 20 minutes. Come in, you go see the GP real quick.
Yeah. No, but
And this is the thing.
but I mean,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm
It's a
trying to
mental
get him.
health issue.
You're trying to get him sectioned.
Yeah.
No, you see, the thing
No.
is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. I'm not. I'm gonna keep it really, really real. Yeah. I don't care about Aabid, but what I do care about is there's a vulnerable person who, in my opinion, is not getting the help they need, and for in that aspect,
Yeah.
I'm concerned. But like him as an individual, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a bit of a prick, but at the same time, he's clearly unwell and he's not getting the help that he needs.
Yeah.
Like, just listen to what he's saying. Don't
Yeah.
put your interpretation on it. Forget what you think you know. Just listen to what he's saying. Listen to the erratic speech patterns, the anxiety,
Yeah.
the paranoia. Like, all the symptoms are there. And people are telling him, come offline, you're making Islam look bad. Shut the fuck up and help this man. If you want to help him, get him help. The proper help. He needs help. Just listen to him. Listen to what the guy is saying. Let him tell you the story. It's not difficult. And whilst, like I said, I'm not a physician. I'm not a physician, but in my subjective opinion, I've been suffering from paranoid personality disorder. And all you have to do is just Google the symptoms of this diagnosis. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor, but hear what he's saying. From primary school, this man has been suffering with anxiety about losing his parents and sleep depravity. It's madness. And if it's been going on, if he's been feeling this way since primary school, since he was a child, bro, the only thing children are supposed to worry about in primary school is what time Thomas the Tank Engine is on and whether or not you can have spaghetti for dinner. This man's worried about losing his parents, and if he goes to sleep, he's going to miss something or lose something, or people are going to leave him. It's mad. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah, that FOMO is deep. Like, you know,
it was mad, Jed. I'm trusting me. It went as soon as I heard that. That's when I jumped on. I was like, nah, like, yeah, it's a lot. I can't lie. It's a lot.
Yeah, he's just manic. He's just in a manic state still. He's in a manic state because he's not sleeping. Yo, can you come away from the roadside or whatever? The noise from the road is mad, Osama.
Sorry. Do you know what? I'll talk to you another time.
No, carry on. Just say what you got to say.
Okay. Bro. Yeah, sorry, I was a bit nervous because it's the first time I've spoken honestly. But yeah, you're right. He needs support and it's kind of noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. The brother needs support, and the people that you know, his teacher or whatever, they need to help him too, because he's clearly unstable. And if his family have disowned him or something like that, that's obviously affected his mental health.
His family's
Sorry?
His family's not disowned him. His family just not interested in converting to something that he considers would save them in the afterlife, and that's upsetting him because he obviously loves his grandma and his dad and his brother.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want them to be burnt in the hellfire for dying upon their beliefs. And this is the key factor of why I think it is important to speak about Islam. Yeah, and that is, don't be giving your heart that, because this is what Kane pulled me up. It's gonna come out of theory. I'll do a little review, yeah. But the Christian Kane pulled me up to tell me that he believes, and this is the rhetoric that a lot of people are now latching onto. I've heard Black Van Man say it before. Dawa teams are targeting vulnerable people, yeah, and I feel that they have a responsibility to leave the vulnerable alone until they get out of a point of vulnerability. Like to do dawa to someone that, if you took the time to observe, you'd see was actually experiencing some kind of mental dis-ease. I think is a disservice to that person and also to the religion that you are calling them to. Yeah, we got to be.
Yeah, that's true.
I think so.
I agree with
Like, and I'm not saying that. Like, look, I felt like Shamsi. I don't know if I think it was Shamsi that done the Shahada, from what I'm hearing. But I felt like Shamsi is a good character. Maybe they should be a lot more aftercare, or maybe before even needing aftercare, we should just maybe stay away from trying to get people to make a decision when they have diminished abilities, diminished mental abilities. Yeah, and that's no shade on no one. I'm just like, yo, like, because now with him not being that well, he started seeking spiritual stuff, because there's a close line between spiritual religious experiences and what some would call delusions or mental health episodes, psychosis. Yeah,
but then Jed, you have to remember, them man are dealing in jinns as well. Like I've heard man say mental health is jinns, and I'm just like,
there's a lot going on.
All right. Yeah, it's
there's a lot going on.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot, because essentially, if you believe mental health is jinn, then essentially what you're saying is the cure is more religion, as opposed to like seeing a professional. And I think that for me is dangerous. And it's the same thing with fucking Jehovah's Witnesses, where they're saying their child's dying and they won't take a fucking transfusion.
But don't let me wrong. I'd be the same with Christianity. You want to convert someone to Christianity, and you're going to say that, oh, Jesus or whatever is going to save you. Get these spirits.
Yeah, no, same thing. This ain't just for Islam.
It's just about religion.
That's why I brought the Jehovah's Witnesses in. Like, if your child's dying, give my child the fucking transfusion.
What about the argument, though, that religion and finding God could help ease the dis-ease of the mind?
Probably, if we look at it on a case-by-case basis, right, I would say probably religion has helped people through tough times, like the overwhelming majority. However, it's like instances like Aabid is where it's just failing.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes if your approach ain't working, like, just maybe try something different, innit? Like,
you know what?
I'm making assumptions, innit? Because I don't know.
I've actually met Mystery's dad, and you know, and he seemed like a concerned father, innit? Because I was more angry at Mystery, saying, why would you bring your dad down here? Or why would you let your dad come here for this fuckery? And I spoke to his dad, and his dad was a nice man, innit? A really nice man. I know his dad's he's got a concerned dad, and maybe it might not be that easy to get through to Aabid, and maybe people are a bit afraid of the institutions that are here to deal with mental health. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it happens to one of my people,
I agree.
I'm gonna be frightened to get them sectioned, or I'll be frightened because I've seen the horror stories, you know.
Yeah, I
and then
agree.
You got a man like Bray-Dumb that's here speaking from his own perspective, where he feels he was wrongly committed, and whether you like it or not, it's going to be hard to prove that Bray-Dumb has got mental health issues just because of the way he communicates. You're going to need a bit more than just him saying outlandish stuff or wild stuff for you to be able to prove that he has something that needs to be treated by him being committed or taking medication.
Yeah,
I mean, because some people have just got different personalities. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this Aabid Mystery has had a long lifetime of a lack of sleep, and that lack of sleep has probably rewritten his
whole paradigm. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
his whole paradigm's fucking, bro. You know what a lack of REM sleep can do to a human being.
Yeah, bro. Sleep will fracture your shit, bro. Sleep is so important, man.
Madness, isn't it?
So important.
In fact, it was used like sleep deprivation was used is used in torture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Anything that can be used as a fucking torture device or mechanism, cannot be good for you. And we already know that sleep deprivation will fuck up your psychology. And on top of that, bro, for me, what's concerning is that he mentioned primary school.
What's the measurement? What's the measurement between one shoulder and the other? and Mohib. What's your span between left and right shoulder? Huh?
What do you mean? Don't understand.
How many centimeters is it?
7.
How do I measure? How do I measure it?
7.
I thought he was gonna do a Hail Mary just then, you know. Wagwan, what do you want to say?
Assalamu alaikum. No, I just wanted to say, like, ever since Bray-Dumb came on and then Aabid came on, I just think that, you know, people's concern for him is more about them than Aabid. You know, the fact that people want to show, oh, they care for Islam, so they don't want I include ultra as well. Like, you know, this kind of idea of trying to demean people by diagnosing them, saying that they're lesser. I think that this needs to stop. And I think, Jedi, like, I wrote that you should stop second guessing yourself, because you're right. Because where was the outrage when Bray-Dumb was kind of talking things? It's more because it aligns with our agenda than our true care for these people.
Yeah.
So
I would agree. That's a personal opinion, but I would agree. And anyone's welcome to defend that stance still, because I don't want to I'm not slandering any individual or whatever. And if you want to have a chat, if you care, then whatever. But if you don't, you don't. I just find it, I don't know. Anyway,
my advice to you was always like, try and be just, yeah, even when it's hard to do so. And I know it's probably easier for you to dismiss Bray-Dumb and, you know, hail up Aabid in that way. But just be mindful of that, because, you know, there's always a narrative, especially if there's loads of Muslims in the chat. Obviously, as Maki was saying, you know, we know these people in real life. You know, we've seen their journey, we've seen them kind of, we've experienced them in real life, and there's a subtle difference to kind of experiencing that, and that's like knowing that at the end of the day, these people are human. They're going through things. They're being phased by, you know, experiences in their life, and it's ultimately what shapes them. But it doesn't make you any greater or lesser. But I think that's what online, that's what we try to do. Just always.
Hang on a sec. Wait, Mohib, what are you saying?
I'm saying, like, you know, like you're talking about like mental health issues and stuff. It's very common. Like when I used to work at the Muslim Youth Helpline, that naturally, when it comes to mental health issues and Islam, that a lot of people do misdiagnose things with like jinn and stuff. That's very common, you know. But it doesn't give us the right to be dismissive of the spiritual aspect of it, because as you kind of explained, that it does bring a lot of people comfort. But also, like, I don't think you're qualified to diagnose people, bro. What would you expect?
Wait, are you saying I'm not qualified?
Yeah. I'm just kind of likening it. I'm likening what you're doing to what some of the Muslims were doing earlier on, with like saying, you know, we care for him, and obviously, ultimately, this isn't a good look on Islam. So
no, listen, somebody suffering from mental health, right? Somebody with mental health issues who just happens to be a Muslim, it's not a fucking reflection on Islam. This is why I don't understand why people get their panties in a twist. It's fucking insane.
But what I'm saying,
bro,
is that
listen, we're human beings.
But
we're human beings. Like, we're all fucked up. In fact, Mohib, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Find me one person who ain't fucked up in some way.
No, Ultra, let me just say this. You're also quite dismissive of the Islamic perspective. Like Jedi was saying earlier, like if you've reverted to Islam and that becomes your paradigm, it's very natural that it will be upsetting for you to know that your parents and your grandparents are condemned in such a way. So
no, bro, no. You're missing the point, bro. You're missing the point. You missed the point. He said that he's been suffering with what commonly is understood as anxiety from primary school. So this problem he's had predates his reversion.
But what do you know about anxiety? Do we not all suffer from forms of anxiety?
Yes, sometimes we do. And like I said to you, Mohib, find me one person who ain't fucked up in some way. But what I'm saying is, somebody who has mental health issues, who just so happens to be a Muslim, is not a reflection on Islam. That individual has mental health problems.
Can I just clarify something?
That's really dismissive, though. That's really dismissive of a person's well-being. Like, that's like saying, okay, don't listen to anything he says.
How can it be dismissive? I've literally taken everything into account, bro.
Things like that have been used against me. The fact that, oh, he's not Muslim enough, oh, he's not well enough, oh, he speaks in this way. So like,
wait, Mohib, who's used those kind of things against you?
No, I'm just saying that in the same respect that you're saying that we should kind of maybe be a bit more understanding to him because of his mental health issues. That's being quite dismissive of him, I feel.
Wait, you're saying because somebody who's clearly vulnerable, we shouldn't pay him extra attention.
I wouldn't consider him vulnerable, to be honest.
Oh, really? Okay, fair enough.
Let me just clarify something, because everyone seems to be saying that I've said this. We're not actually saying my name, but I'm the only one that's came on and made a comment about the fact that I was caring about him as a brother.
Hi, Shani.
I was
hi.
Okay, hi. But I was also saying, and I also
wow,
said to him,
did not mean that.
I also said to him, because you've just been talking to me. I also said to him that you're making. I said, what did I say to him? I said, they're mocking you and they're mocking Islam. Now I said that to him because I know that's important to him. He doesn't want. It's not for everybody else. Fuck everyone else. If you guys all think that I was saying, oh, don't do it, you're embarrassing us and whatever, I don't give a shit. I was saying to him that you're mocking Islam for him. So he realizes that he's doing something that he doesn't want to do. He's here in no way, shape or form aware of how people are perceiving him. Because if he knew, he wouldn't continue. So this is why I was telling him. I don't care if
that's not true, Shani. That's the whole point about mental health. Mental health warps your reality so that you don't understand.
He doesn't have any idea of how people are perceiving him. Hence why he keeps talking the way he was talking, why he's crying on a platform where people are in the chat mocking him. So I told him that, and I said, he didn't care if they were mocking him. He doesn't care. But what I know he cares about is Islam. So for me to tell him that Islam is being mocked.
Can you turn your mic down a little bit, please?
I don't know how to do that. But for me to tell him.
Can you just calm down a little bit then?
So when we talk about things like mocking.
No, wait. Let Shani finish. I'll just obviously for sound, innit?
I said what I said. I said if no one could hear me, then I'm sorry about that. But I need to go. I've said what I said. I was just.
Whatever, Shani, man. Nah, man. You're not here for a conversation, man. Nah, you're not gonna get to do that again. Actually, put my brethren in the background for you to speak. I'm asking you to either calm it down or turn your mic down. And it's like you can't do neither of them. And no, you got things to do. What the fuck is this? How come you keep why do you keep moving like that? It's actually starting to annoy me now. Like, what is there? Some personal issue? Do we have a personal issue, Shani? Can I not get you to sound? Whatever, man. I ain't got time for that shit, man.
Hello.
Yeah, Muslim Matters. What's good?
Yeah, you guys want to thank you for inviting me to the show or accepting me to the show. I was listening to what Aabid was saying, and as a youth myself, I've been through the same situation. And I wouldn't consider it as an Islamic thing or a religious thing. I think it's more of the environment that you live in. Meaning that if you see death around you, if you see, your friends passing away, if you see your grandmother passing away in front of you, if you think about, or if you watch a television show as a child, there's a lot of television shows out there where children are losing their mothers, and these things get into your head, and you think about, hey, you know what? What if my mother wasn't around? Because you're the closest to your mother. You know what I'm saying? You're closest to your mother and your father at that age where you think about what's going to happen in the future if my mother's not around anymore. Or my dad's not around anymore. What's going to happen to me? Or how is they going to be after they die or stuff like that. Kids go through all that stuff. And it definitely affects them mentally, right? Until they get older, right, and those things go away, but then it comes back afterwards as well.
Yeah.
What happened?
But wait, Muslim Matters. Did you feel that way when you was in preschool? You sound American, so I think it's preschool or kindergarten. I don't know what it is properly, but those feelings you just described, did you have them when you was like what is it, 6, 7, 8, 9, or was it more like when you got older?
Muslim Matters, can you hear him? I think he might have cut out because the way he ended seemed a bit abrupt. don't know.
Can I just add, like, my little brother suffers from Asperger's, and for many years, like, there's been a lot of opinions based on what people think about kind of how he deals with things. And even in primary school, he used to have like one of them support teachers, so he used to always kind of have a teacher with him. But like now, he's kind of educated to a master's level, kind of considering doing his doctorate and stuff. And I think it's because of like the approach that changed, and like what Aabid just wrote in the chat, like it's on the screen now. I think it's worth considering that, like, what if like his perspective, what if his perspective is right? Like, what if the world is a mad place? What if like him crying is actually quite normal? What about this idea that having a hard heart and laughing at each other's perils is a bad thing? So like, I just think like we have to look at our motivations before we speak, and we have to see like who does it benefit. And what I'm seeing is like with all due respect, Jedi, like I just feel like a good show was ruined because of maybe because of your allegiances to people and what you feel you owe people. But don't second guess yourself, because like it was quite an entertaining show initially, you know, when I logged on.
My allegiance is to who?
Just like, you know, you might have Muslim friends, or you might have friends that, you know, really believe in kind of scientific methods and research. So pandering to them, I think maybe second guesses yourself.
What, you talking about Shani?
No, no, it's like.
Are you talking about Shani?
No. So I'm talking more about the voices in the chats. A lot of them being predominantly Muslim voices.
Nah, man, it's a mixed chat, and I ain't pandering to no fucker. Like, I'm like, see me and pandering. It's long, man. Pandering ain't gonna put food on my plate. Pandering ain't gonna help my family. I'm not pandering to no one. Like, hear me out. I gave people a clear indication of the direction I was going in 2020. Yeah, this is the year of self. Yeah, I ain't holding on to no one's coattails to make me feel safe. Don't think you can hold on to my coattails to feel safe. Don't think you can rock me into a full sense of, oh, we're family, or we're friends, or we fuck with each other. I've seen it. I've seen too many instances of that being falsehood. So if you're my brother, if you're my sister, if you're down with me, then you're down with me. What I say, what I think, and what I say and how I act is all down to me, and it's not to be influenced by anybody else. I'm not going to curtail who I am or where I want to go to appease anybody else. I've done that for time, and I do it so well that people don't realize I'm doing it. Then they think that they actually have some kind of power to determine how I behave and how I speak, and they feel no way to do so. So now I'm going to feel no way to tell you exactly what I think. Like, if I love you, if I've got love for you, I'm going to tell you exactly how I think and feel. Yeah, I owe that to you. If I don't love you, if I don't care about you, I don't owe you the truth. I don't owe you honesty. Yeah, that's a gift. Yeah, and that's how I'm moving from now on. So there's no one there's no one that I'm trying to pander to, and I'm just letting people be them in it. Yeah, but I will be me as well. You know, like that.
No, but I appreciate that how it sometimes may look like sometimes the method in which you're trying to kind of stay true to your ethos might look like you're pandering to like listening to or giving a platform to the likes of Bray-Dumb, but like I understand it, and I think it's important to entertain these things for as long as possible, just because it gives us an insight into what we don't like, into things that challenge us. So even if we trust
Bray-Dumb, where are you, Bray-Dumb? Because you're in the chats complaining like people not letting you in. I'm sending you the link. I've put the link in many times. The link is always in the description to join this panel. So if any of you want to join, the link is in the description to join the panel. I am not stopping anybody from coming on here and saying what they want to say. Nobody.
Jedi, the link in the description doesn't work, bro. I tried it, and yeah, it takes me to a show that's already ended. I jumped on because you post the link in the chat.
All right, thank you. Look, I'm rectifying that now. Give me 2 minutes, and the link will be working. All right, cool. Muslim matters.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that lost signal.
No problem.
So where was I? I was talking about at you know what I'm saying, like, of course you go through those experiences. Some people don't go through those experiences, but you know, you try to hide it, right? Back then you used to hide it. Like right now, when you see kids, they're prescribed anxiety medication as youths. You know what I'm saying? Because they're seeing these anxiety issues even more and more now. with youths growing up. I mean, there has to be a reason why these youths are getting anxiety. But my own experience, and I wanted to tell Aabid this because about 4 years ago, I mean, I don't tell a lot of people this. I went through the same situation again where death was around me. My grandmother passed away, my boys were passing away, and getting murdered and stuff like that. And I was at a position where I had a shorty, and when you have a kid, what I'm saying, you think about what's going to happen to them if you're not there, right? And it scares you sometimes too, right? Because you're at that age as well where you're like, anything can happen at any time. You feel what I'm saying, right? You could die tomorrow, you could die, 3 days from now. And what's going to happen to your child? What's going to happen to him? Who's going to take care of him?
Yeah, you start worrying. That's anxiety, right? That's anxiety.
Yeah, man, and very big anxiety too, right? Where I was like, bro, I didn't leave the house for like 3 years, bro. Wow. Like I didn't step outside the house. It was like I just call it agoraphobia or something.
Yeah, what was that though? Was you like, do you think if you step outside the house, something's gonna happen to you?
Yeah, like I'm gonna die or something's gonna happen, and like I couldn't sit in the car, I couldn't sit in the planes.
Was it like the deaths that you experienced? Were they like tragic? Were they shocking? Was it accidents? Like, what was the nature of them? I take it wasn't just illness.
Yeah, I mean, the deaths were like murders. Like when my boy got murdered, in his house by one of my other friends, and my grandmother, of course, passed away right in front of me. I found her on the floor. My dad had a stroke at the time as well. There was so much stuff, man. It's like all in the same month, month and a half, and I had a daughter at that time, and it definitely got to me, man. I mean, it definitely got to me like personal, because of course, when you have kids, man, you love them to death. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that they're protected. And so I wasn't really thinking about myself. I was thinking more about my wife, my kid, and how they're gonna act, how they're gonna be, when I'm gone. But anyways, what helped me out, look, bro, 3-4 years not leaving the house, that's kind of crazy. And what helped me out
was it matters? How old were you at the time when you was having these feelings?
I was like maybe in my 30s, man. So like maybe 32.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you was a big man. The guy.
No, I was like this before too when I was a youth with my parents.
Like, how old were you then?
I was probably like 9-10 years old. I used to run to my mom's room and hug her and say, "Yo, you're not gonna leave me anymore, right? You're not gonna leave me, are you?" And my mom would be like, "What are you talking about? Like, you're not gonna leave me? I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna see you again, right?" And she'd be like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Anxiety, so that, and they'll rush me to the hospital because, like, I'm like, I can't breathe, and this and that, and like, and I'm just a little kid, and yeah. So I mean, but then it went away.
That's the thing. Like, so what? How did you overcome that? Because as a 10-year-old, like having busy, like anxiety or panic attacks, like what happens?
I got busy, right? Like I used to bang back then too. So I got busy, I was doing things with so I wasn't sitting there thinking all the time, I was sitting there, just not doing anything, just being lazy. So that I was going out, I was DJing, I was doing this, I was doing that. So everything that I was thinking went away. I was just living that life, at that time, and not thinking about the future.
What about when you was 10? How did you get over it when you was 10?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I slowly. I mean, at 10 years old, you're still going out. You're still doing this, you're still doing that. But my mind, my thinking, moved into something else. Like banging. So I started banging back then, right? And I was in the game for
at 10 years old.
Yeah, I was in the game for about 13 years.
Oh,
and then I went into DJing after that. Changed my lifestyle, going to DJing, and then after that I got married. Changed my lifestyle again.
Yeah.
So I was so busy doing that I didn't think about death, or I didn't think about consequences. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about that. I was just living the day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? And now when you get older, it's more difficult because the fact that you're not DJing no more. You're not banging no more. You're not with your friends no more. You got shorty, you got your wife, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You're just with them. You got more things to think about, right? And what helped me out, and that's what I was going to tell Deep, is that Number one, you gotta make sure that these medications, they don't help you, right? They just prolong your issue. And this sugar culture issue, right? What you need to do is you need to figure out is what's triggering your issue. Yeah, it could be death, but it could be something else as well, right? That triggers it. Like like mine, like walking outside the house, right? That was my trigger.
Yeah.
Right. The other
But
thing was
that's why I was agreeing. I was saying in the chats earlier that he needs to speak to somebody, a professional. Now, the thing is with that is if they just fucking run up on him and section him, then it's deep, right? But if he had the opportunity to speak to a psychologist or a psychiatrist or got some sort of talking therapy, right, to try and find out what is triggering or the cause of like his anxiety, his paranoia, then there's a possibility it could be treated. But in the UK,
I agree with you.
the mental health is fucking, the services here are shit.
So not only that, man. Not only that, right? I totally agree with you. But in a culture like the Asian culture, right? Even back then, it's a norm not to talk about it in public, right? It's just that that even right now, like when I had that issue, my parents would try to sugarcoat and be like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. This and that. Because the thing is that you don't talk about these kind of things because it's something like like
shame.
a bad type of it's like
shame.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is the thing. Remember, this is 2020 now, and we know that mental health in human beings, mental health is as common as fucking running water.
Very common.
And it always has been. It always has been common. My issue here is Ultra Funky. Like, what trust do you put in a psychologist or psychiatrist? Obviously, we know there's a shame culture, but like, what trust do you put in a psychologist to understand about Islam? I don't know whether you know.
No, wait. It's got nothing to do with Islam, bro.
But his issues do. But like, I don't understand.
No, they don't, bro. He's been suffering with mental health since he was in primary school.
There's an epidemic in America.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and peace to the rest.
There's an epidemic in America.
I don't mind having a say on this subject matter if you don't mind.
One sec, bro. There's a lot of young people in America. There's a lot of young people that are kind of diagnosed at a really young age, primary school age, and now there's an epidemic there where like a lot of the kids are taking Ritalin.
Yeah, there's a lot of they've got an opioid fucking problem, and I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely,
I'm not saying that the mental health services are perfect, and especially in this country, because we just discussed a minute ago saying like just having him sectioned, and people on the panel know people who have been through the mental health fucking system, and it's not great. However, like I think as Muslim Matters said, something needs to be done where we could find out what is triggering his paranoia and his anxiety. Do you see what I'm saying? And the fact that you said it's got something to do with Islam is such a mistake, bro. He told you today himself that before he was a Muslim, he's been suffering with mental health issues. It's got nothing to do with Islam.
Yeah, I just want to finish up because I gotta head out real quick. But what I wanted to say was that what helped me out, my personal reason. And look, I was in a serious case where, bro, ambulances would come to my house like almost every day, because I was thinking I was having a heart attack or something. Which I did actually at the end, but at that time I thought I was just having a heart attack or I was losing my mind and so that. What helped me out was that first of all, I found a brother that had the same issue as me, and he was working on it on his own while I was working on myself. And what was great is that when you can relate to somebody that actually understands what you're going through, right? Because you got people that don't understand what you're going through and look at you crazy, right? And when you have anxiety, when someone looks at you like they don't understand what you're doing, then you feel like you're crazy, right? But when you talk to somebody that actually went through the same situation or been through the same type of situation, the person comes back and you say, you feel like this, you feel like this. And, you feel comfortable because you know what? I'm not the only one that has this issue, right? Now you know that somebody else that has the same issue as me, and you work together like a sponsor type of thing and help each other out by walking through each other, and you start creating a habit. And what I started doing was I started creating a habit going outside, like 1 mile, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks every day, just to go outside, right? And know that, you know what? I'm not going to die when I go outside. I could die in the house as well, just like I could die outside of the house, right? So if I'm going to die, I'm going to die somewhere, right? So it doesn't matter if I go outside and die or stay inside the house in a bubble and die inside the house. So slowly I did that, but then I started reading more about my own religion, about death, about what's gonna happen to me, this and that. But I think the main thing that you definitely support.
No, I think you're right, Jeff. I think like things like empathic understanding is very important, and I think unless the person has autonomy, and is guiding themselves as opposed to being influenced, that is the best way for them to seek that support. Here in the UK,
as a person, you're strong enough to overcome these kind of issues. You sometimes you feel weak that it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna always be like this.
I just like the way that my Muslim brothers feel so comfortable on Jedi the Islamophobe's platform. I love that, Jafar. I love the fact that you've not addressed any of your past statements about me, any of the past things you said, but you want to come on and speak to your Muslim brother and speak about your mental health issues and speak about your what you've gone through. And it's an environment that you feel comfortable in to share your personal stuff about seeing your family members die. But when it comes to defaming me, when it comes to slandering me, no, stop. Let me finish. When it comes to slandering me, when it comes to saying whatever shit that you want to say about me, that's all good. And then you want to come on my channel and be all pally and cozy. So now you've shared your deep touching story. You can fuck off.
Well, Jedi, okay.
Abdullahi, what's good, bro?
Jedi, you're savage, bro.
I am. I'm very savage. Yeah. What? Nah, bruv. Man like Jafar has contributed with See Alive, who apparently has left Islam, to slander me because of my apparent opposed stance to Islam, to slander me, put up propaganda about me, lie about my family, mention my fucking dead mum, put up pictures about me, Photoshop pictures about me, tell people that I'm a fucking stripper, tell people I'm a fucking pole dancer and that I'm gay, make images about me and my friends, that are highly offensive, and then just come swanning around and like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna share my personal views. It's 2020, and not even be like, you know what, Jedi, I'm sorry for the shit I said about you. You're a cool dude. I got you wrong, or I was acting un-Muslim, or none of that. You're just gonna hang around me. Oh, fuck off, man. I told you. People like that, people like Jafar, and people like Sia, that put me off Islam. It's them people like you, Mohib, that make me feel like I actually have Muslim friends that are actually nice, calm, humble, genuine, and there's interesting points about the stuff they believe in. But people like Jafar, as you can see, anxiety from a young youth, mental health issues from a young youth. These are the reasons why you can't analyze information for yourself and you want to attack people online, because you have issues. These are the reasons why you cling to certain things to the point where you blindly attack people that are innocent. And you don't care about the disruption or the pain or whatever you cause. You don't care. But then you want to come and use my platform to tell your damn sad story about the shit you went through. And it is a sad story. But you know what? Do one.
I hope I'm not one of those friends that you were talking about that got slandered as well. But look, I'm just reading this book, right? It says
let me just speak to Abdullahi real quick, and then we'll chat to you. Abdullahi, what's good? Because you ain't had a chance to speak. Yo, Abdullahi.
Yes, saying family.
Yeah,
first and foremost, I like to say, how do you gonna say regarding Muslim matter or brother Jafar, who I consider to be a good brother, but having said that, what you said, you've got a point, my brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like, after all, people out there just waiting and praying to see others downfall so they can make a stream and talk about it. That's wrong. However, I don't think brother Jafar is a brother like that. He may have made a mistake and whatnot. And I would ask my brother Jafar as a man to just make an apology and move on. I mean,
public apology. No, it can't be public. Yeah.
I agree. If he did what you claim he did in public, then obviously my brother know that it's only fair to do it in public, to apologize as well. And he's a good brother, don't get me wrong. And that's why I advise my brother to do so. Sometimes we get caught in a moment. I like to think he got caught in a moment, and we all get caught in a moment where we make rational decision that basically fits others' narrative rather than our narrative and just go along with it. We make mistakes. We're all humans. I mean, we're all sinners. Having said that, I mean, I wanted to hear about his mental health issues and whatnot. I mean, I've got my own mental health issues that I've never spoken to nobody about until this day. And I thought I might as well come up here.
Fuck it, do it, man. Yeah.
And I have a say, since it's a Buddha that basically trying to separate mental health issue from religious aspect.
Yeah.
I like to say he's wrongly informed. I've been over there. I tried. I believe in all those suffering from health issues are facing tribulation with the environment that we're facing, because the environment around you has an effect upon you. And I've kind of experienced that. There are a lot of months that are not the on road that you'd call bad months, bad months. Some of them, or majority of them, I went down that pipeline. So it's trials and tribulation of our surrounding, or what we engage in, or what we partake in. And a ruling spiritual aspect is wrong, because you know why? Majority of these people actually require spiritual healing than manufactured pills. That actually causes further damage. And I can cleanse this myself. Those pills do not help. If anything, it damages you, it slows you down. So if anything, it actually makes you more vulnerable. Yeah, it makes you more vulnerable. And you become submissive to the doctors, thinking they know best what's for you, and you just get up and take whatever they give you. That's wrong. Actually, majority of these people, all they require is a listening ear. Somebody who's got patience and listen to them, and who's able to engage and talk to them. And most of them actually need spiritual awareness or spiritual awakening, because why is the environment that's causing them to do whatever that they're doing? I mean, I was part of it. And for me, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like to expose my sins. As a Muslim, smoking cannabis is a sin for me. They told me it's related to do with cannabis. And you know what? I've almost believed in that too. But now thinking about it, I don't think it's to do with cannabis. However, there was some other things that I was doing at that time that might have caused it. And I do not want to expose that. But however, that's the one that they're trying to hide and say, you know what, it could be this. They don't want to say that, because you know why? That's freely available. And it's like every selling, and it's like majority selling points, so it's easily accessible.
Are you talking about that chewing thing, yeah?
No. I'm talking about is a majority selling points now off license, widely available.
Okay.
That could be the main factor. Between and they're drinking at their own tables, They won't say this could be the main factor. So people need spiritual awakening. That's my say. And time is running out. I hope I came and add my 2 pence, and hopefully I'll come.
Thank you. Come back. You're welcome anytime.
Hopefully next time, and I got further more things to say.
Yeah.
Peace with the rest and family. The way I said, you know what? Majority of us are sinners. Sometimes, rather than just giving your output, I'll say speak to the individual before you begin to criticize anybody. But peace to everybody. Take care. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Jeez, big up.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah, man. Hello, big man. Wagwan.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Hide your face. Yeah, so that was, man. Sorry, like, you know, I go off on little ones and that, but I can't help but just keep it real, man. I find it. Man says I did do that, arts respect, and this is what's the disrespect. How are you gonna disrespect individuals? Yeah, and then give an apology. Who did you apologize to respect or something? Because I never got the memo. You didn't come to me. My page has been open. I'm quite a prevalent YouTuber, especially on our little circuit. Anyway, I don't want to make it about me. Let's get back to mental health. I just want to let you know, innit? How do you know, Jeffwa, that you weren't contributing to my poor mental health or the mental health of my loved ones? When you got pictures up of my son's dad, when you got pictures up of my son's dad on the internet, how do you know my son ain't on the internet seeing your slander? How do you know he's not being bullied in school, because of the slander that you lot promoted on your channels? With the power that you had to make dawah, to call people to Islam, all you did was push people away, and then you tried to demonize innocent people. So just think about that, innit? When you're telling your story, your sad story about your mental health history, remember, have you got the actions of somebody that is promoting good mental health in others? Or are you trying to destroy other people's mental health to maybe feel as dark and as lonely and as sad as you did? Luckily, I'm a fucking general and I didn't feel none of them things there. Luckily, my son didn't see any of them fucking things. And even if he did, he wouldn't give a fuck because he knows that his dad is a bad man. But you lot, just know, you coming on the channel, like, you're all welcome. If we've had beef before or whatever, you're not going to ignore the fact we've had beef. You're going to have to address that. Because like the same way that man come in, I'm going to say salam to all the Muslims like it's a Muslim panel. What about me? You say salam to me first. I will salam you back. But it's my fucking panel. Show respect. If you come in my yard, don't just go to the Muslim that's sitting on the sofa. Go to the homeowner. That's actually good manners. Yeah? So just food for thought. I don't hold no grudge against you, though, Muslim matters, yeah? That's real talk. So... yeah, man, let's just move on from that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, since we're giving food for thought, it's you in return you say walaikum salam, not salam, bro.
I did say walaikum salam.
I'll take it. But regarding like mental health and faith, like I think a lot of it does boil down to the Muslims themselves and them understanding their own faith. Like for example, I showed a passage when you kind of ejected Jafar, but here it says like he is not strong. One who can defeat anyone in a wrestling bout. Rather, mighty is he who controls himself in a fit of anger. So in many respects, Jedi, like don't second guess yourself ever, bro. Because like
I hear you.
You're big out here, bro. You get me?
Yeah, I know this, man. I don't know why people think I don't. I don't know this. Maybe it's because I try to be humble, innit? Yeah, humbleness makes people think, oh, what don't you know how powerful you are? Don't you? It's exactly because I know how powerful I am. Is why I conduct myself the way I do 99.9% of the time. I do lose control sometimes, and I do, have my moments, innit? And we all have self-doubt. But my self-doubt is not something that's ever going to be something that stops me from progressing. I know how special I am. I even had to tell Steve. I was like, Steve, like, why is it you think that you're a bad man? He said, oh, Jedi, you're nothing special. And I said, yeah, I am. I'm special. Like, I'm very special. so special. And you should all think you're special too. You all should, because you are very special.
Yeah, Steve held it down this year. Like this year, like every day this year, I've tried to be a vegetarian, but it's not worked out. I don't know if you saw Issa when he came on, he just started covering his eyes, yeah? Like when we were cutting the Christmas turkey, which was halal, by the way, he was covering his eyes, and then I decided, like, I gotta be a vegetarian, man. It's unnatural, this meat eating. So cool, man. But yeah, this dunya will have you twist, bro. So like, you get me? I'm just dealing with the children right now. You get me? But bless it, man. But thank you for having me on and stuff, bro. I'm gonna shoot off, yeah.
All right, big up, bro. Big up, man. Yeah? See you later, little man. Give me the foot wave. The foot wave. The foot wave. Bye.
Love, guys. Peace.
Peace. Yeah. Yeah. Full Fizz, what's good?
Yeah. Big up, Jedi Salam. I'm not gonna make the mistake like I did last time.
Walaikum salam. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, big up, man. Yeah. No, I came on because obviously I'm just one of those people, when I've got something on my mind, and obviously my priority at the time was just to get a message to Aabid. So that's all. That's what.
He's still listening. He's still listening. I don't know how.
I know. I see him in the chats, and like I said, I mean, what I'll tell him is if he's sleep deprived, my main thing would be to, get your priority should be right now to get some sleep.
Rest.
Get some rest. Don't listen to what anybody says. Don't do anything else. Just get that rest. That's all you need right now. That is your best medicine. If you've got your if you're worrying about your prayer or whatever, just quickly get your prayer done and then get some rest. These are the only things that you need to be doing. And just that's it. Eat, sleep, rest, pray, respect your parents, take care of your parents. That's the way that if you want to give them dawah, that's your way of giving them dawah. Show them how much of a good person you are, if you truly care about them, and don't stress about these things about about the afterlife and this and that. Don't let that eat you, because the thing is, Muslims are not guaranteed of heaven. You understand? We're not guaranteed ourselves. We've got to be good, righteous people. So don't ever concern yourselves about things that are beyond our control, because the Quran itself says righteous people will have their reward. You understand? So don't ever concern yourself and stress yourself about these issues. You just be a good person. You know, the best way for you is to conduct yourself in a decent manner, in a respectful manner. Show them how much of a change that this has had on you, how much of an effect. You know how much. You know, first of all, get that rest, because you know obviously you can tell by the way you're talking as well. You know you're very hyperactive, and that's due to sleep deprivation. So you need to calm down. You need to get that rest first and foremost. That's my main message to you, Aabid, is get that rest. Don't worry about anything else. Just get that rest, please. You know, so this is from somebody who doesn't know you personally, but who's got sincere concerns for you. You know, as a brother, as a person, you know, as a human being, as a fellow human being. So if I saw anybody else in that state, I'd give them the same, you know, nasihah, the same advice. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man.
Okay, man. Big ups to you, man. Yeah. That's. I think that's great advice, man. You know, but MD one up. Like you really need to like switch the engine off before it cuts off and you can't turn it back on again. You need to just sleep. You know what I mean? And I wish I could find the words to convince it to do that. I know it's really hard, and this is why they end up. You know, you're gonna end up getting section, and they're gonna sedate you, bro. Like, so rather take the choice of sleeping in your own. Like, I don't know how to get you to rest your brain. Like, because we can all keep saying rest, but you know, it's not that simple. I know it's not that simple, but if there's something that you feel like you really need to do, like an actual activity, that's something you need to get out of the way, get that out of the way. If it's gonna cause you anxiety because it's not done, just quickly do it and then dedicate the rest of the evening to resting. That might not be the best advice, but I'm just trying to work with what you're going through rather than working against it. There's not a lot of time. Yeah, bruv, I've sent the link a million times. Beef, mystery. I sent the link. This is the link in the chat that I keep sending. If you look in the description, it's always there. But personally, I don't think there's not enough time in 24s. Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do for you, bro. You're not seeing the link. Okay, change your thing to top chat, or go to the description of the video. Oh, you're back now. Okay. Yo, mystery, what one?
Yes, my brother. What are you saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. You see, fam, man, just gonna say this out of my own personal experiences, isn't it? Dealing with the two different people, yeah. But fam, from the opinion and the way that man was feeling towards you, from when I was deep in everything that happened in Speaker's Corner yesterday, throughout the night, which was playing on my mind, to basically, obviously, another individual, which name my man's not gonna mention because it's not even like that, yeah. But fam, when I was speak about man be dealing with you, man, in the same way, fam, or because man's being probably like showed the same passion or aggression. Fam, when every time man's on here, why you keep showing me the fire, fam?
What's that for you? Okay, let me find something else. I tried to explain myself, yeah? It's not for you.
Yeah, that's calm. My guy, because
it's only the fire. You're funny.
Mother of Allah, bro. I don't know why that happened, bro. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, bro, obviously when I was dealing with somebody else, yeah, fam, I don't know how, yeah, that blew up, but obviously, partly, I think all of the things that was happening, yeah, was my fault, innit? Because I felt that respect, yeah, like when man was in front of Jaleka, man was man went in front of his sister, yeah, he was like, oh, let's fight, innit? And then obviously he took me around the corner and nothing really happened, innit? And then obviously it's because of that attitude. That's why obviously man come to Speaker's Corner as a Muslim and man knows Muslims, innit? That's why I was like to my brother Z, like, look, things are happening right now, and I don't know if man might get this, that, because I don't know you lot's angle, man. Like, blood, you man are on things, innit? Like, bro, I know you man are older, you man got links, this, that, whatever, yeah. But fam, I thought, I don't know, fam. If I'm explaining myself correctly, yeah, and articulate in the right way, but as long as you get what I'm saying, innit, Jedi, that's what that matters, you feel me, fam? Obviously, you know my man better than me, you feel me?
Okay.
But that's you, innit? That's you.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
But
yeah, bro, I need to link you. So
yeah, inshallah, one day, inshallah. Bro, imagine, what was I gonna say? You know, Ultra, when you're saying that it's mental health problem, bro, to be honest, yeah, I don't think it's mental health, fam, because mental health is something like, say for example, man just started going something like that. You get me? Like, but I don't think, like, bro, yeah.
No,
like,
Aabid, that's not true, bro. Like mental health spectrum,
No,
bro.
okay,
Like
bro. I heard everything that, bro. I've heard every single thing that you have to say about mental health, yeah. But obviously not everything, yeah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best about your views, innit? Yeah, but man, man was hearing you rant when I was in the chat, innit? Bro, if you don't want to get things off your chest, but man speaking again, innit, inshallah. So please, innit, my bros, yeah? Cool, bro. There's some, yes, like brothers were telling me, you need to do boxing, you need to get a wife. I said, yeah, inshallah, make dua for me. Any Muslim that's watching, yeah? Make dua for me, yeah? And I'll make dua for the Muslims back, inshallah, innit, yeah? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rectifies our affairs, innit? I mean, inshallah, innit? Yeah, I found I lost my point in it. Go on, Ultra, speak what you wanted to say, innit?
yeah, sorry.
Yo, Ultra,
Yeah, wow, yeah. I was saying basically, like, mental health covers a broad spectrum from things as feeling sad, feeling depressed, all the way up to, and not excluding, fucking paranoid schizophrenia. I said I'm not willing to diagnose you with anything because I'm not a fucking therapist. However, online, bro, and I need you to understand that I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying your behavior would suggest to me that it's possible you might need to speak to somebody. Like,
brother, the only person that I can speak to that will understand me 100% is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, innit? Yeah, and listen,
yeah, but he can't.
listen. What do you mean he can't, bro? There's nothing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can't do.
No. I hear that. No.
It's your
I hear
belief,
that. I hear
bro.
that.
It's your belief, yeah. It's bro. I haven't really spoken about Islam, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really spoken about Islam and dropping her deeds and that, bro. My fam, like if you're gonna tell me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not sufficient for me, bro, I'm gonna tell you go do your thing, innit? Because bro, man,
Abid, hold on. Listen, maybe you might listen more, yeah, if it's coming from a fellow Muslim. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna
go ahead, my brother.
I'm gonna repeat what Ultra said, but in a different way. You know, the thing is, we know Allah is sufficient. We've got that firm belief. But the thing is,
yeah,
Allah has created. Look, Allah has given people knowledge to become doctors. He's given them knowledge to, to advance in medicine and that, and that, we have to take them, any help that we can get. So understand, Allah says to us, obviously we have to, get help from anywhere we can. You understand what I'm saying? So it's no good saying that, okay, I'm just gonna constantly pray. That will work as well, my brother. But the thing is, you've got to actively go out and get yourself some help as well.
Oh, but also as well, Aabid, you have to understand, like, that Aabid has to understand himself that he needs help. You know the whole cliche about I can't help you unless you admit that there's a problem. It's very true. Even though it's cliche, it's very true.
Can I just ask LDN? Hello, LDN. Your mic is not working. Strictly YouTube. Is that your name? Your mic is not working, LDN. I can't hear you.
Yeah, anyway, boys, I appreciate you letting me on here. Aabid, again, what I'm going to say, yeah, my advice to you would be your priority is get some sleep, my brother, yeah, because you've self-admittedly, you've admitted that, you're sleep deprived. So please get some sleep and inshallah, it'll do you a world of good. Okay, my brother? Okay, take care,
bro,
guys.
Listen, fulfills, big up yourself, bro. But if it was as easy as you need sleep, go get it, like there would be no problem, innit? You see what I'm saying?
Well, in that case, I mean,
Aabid,
get whatever help you can that will ease you into getting some sleep. Just get whatever help you can. I'll say it that way. But anyway, peace out, brothers.
Yeah, because he said he's not really been sleeping since the beginning of the year. So yes, obviously an ongoing thing, and this is something that he's experienced before. So it's definitely about sleep deprivation, man. I mean, LDN, what's good?
Yeah, what's going on? Sorry about that. I had to switch from the mobile to the laptop.
No problem, man. How you doing,
first things first. Yeah, is that big respect to what you did yesterday, Jedi man. What you did, like, you that redeemed a lot for what I had for you when you did that. Second thing is that Ultra is absolutely right, and that's coming from a Muslim. Ultra, you were able to identify that this is not an Islamic problem, and I think that sometimes a lot of Muslims we're very defensive, and we always kind of on our back foot, where we think that our deen is in jeopardy if, you know, like we act as if our house always needs to be completely perfect. But you're able to respect to that you're able to identify that, you were able to listen to him and identify this guy's core issue, which is definitely anxiety, a fear of death, and Jedi mentioned it, FOMO as well. I would say, brother Aabid, I would say to you honestly, brother, what you need to do, it's not a deen issue. It's something that's deeper than that, and it does not make you less Muslim. It doesn't make you have less iman to go to the GP and ask for something called cognitive behavioral therapy. You need to go through therapy in order to take away this fear of sleep and death. You've created a neurological connection between death and sleep, which is messing you up. Now you need to get away from that, and the only way you can do that is going through a structured therapy session. And you need to do that by going to your GP, and you'll be fine. You won't be sectioned. There's nothing about you they wouldn't spend money on you to be sectioned, because you're not even at that point yet. You're normal. You're totally normal. Everybody goes through this, but you've just made that connection that doesn't need to be there, that you just need to go through the therapy and it'll sort itself out. So don't think that you've gone crazy or anything like that. You're not crazy. You won't be sectioned. It's totally normal. Everybody goes through it at some stage in their life, some more than others. But just go to the GP, ask for something called CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and everything will be okay, brother. Okay.
Somebody said, wait, let me just say this. Let me just say, Ansar Tawi says, or recite Ayah Kursi before sleep. What's Ayah Kursi?
Ayatul Kursi. Yeah, Ayatul Kursi is one of the most powerful verses in the Quran. You see, the thing is with these things, yeah, is that I'm not trying to discount the power of the Quran, but at the same time, Allah tells us what to do in situations where we should ask people with more knowledge. We should always seek people. The brother mentioned earlier, we should go to people with more knowledge. We're always told to go to scholars. So we need to go to people who have studied this issue, which is not, it's not even spiritual. It's more, something's happened early on in his life, yeah, where there's a connection being made and he's lived with it all his life. And now it's just projecting more and more. So in order for him to sort of to get to peace with it and take away that connection, to say sleep is okay, you're not going to die, and even if you die, it's not a big deal. Once that wall has been broken, then he'll be able to move on from it.
Wait, LDN, does it make you weak or less of a man if you seek help?
You know what? The thing is, our generation.
The answer is no.
Yeah, the answer is no. But I want to give some context, because I know I asked that, because our generation, like I'm in my 30s, and you guys all look like your 30s and older. So, and our generation, there was a lot of stigma. He's a lot younger than us, yeah. So in our generation, there was a lot of stigma, and a lot of fear, a lot of this idea of mental homes and padded walls and all that stuff. So we always tried to play it down, whether we went to drugs or drink, whether we went indulged in sex, getting into, always with girls, always trying to link girls, because we're trying to. The big issue with a lot of our community is that we're so focused on girls because we always want to get grounded. The moment that there's no girls, there's no desires, there's no stimulus, we start to perish in our thoughts, and we're scared of that. But now we're
sorry, go.
So I'm going to finish up and then go and just listen to you guys. But now we're coming to a point where we can recognize that everybody, even our parents, are broken. Everybody is suffering from some form of mental health, and there's no stigma, and it doesn't make you less of a Muslim to go and seek help, and it doesn't make you less of a man. And I don't think anyone who perpetuates that are part of the problem. They're part of the problem.
Good words. Good
But,
words.
thank you for letting me on. Yeah.
Big up, LDM. I'm hearing a lot of Muslims letting you know, bro, that it's not a lack of faith or anything that's to be looked down upon to seek help outside of the Quran for these issues. In fact, they're giving you Quranic verses or whatnot that seem to suggest that you should seek this type of help. So I mean, I'm not going to be the one to tell you this because I really don't know. I don't know, man.
Jeddah, it's a good thing that you said, bro. You said that obviously it's not obviously bad that we seek help from obviously outside sources rather than only from Allah subhanahu. Well, obviously everything's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but obviously
let me ask you something, yeah? Deep.
The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, trust in Allah, but tie your camel in it. So obviously, if you're riding a bike, I can't just leave my bike out there on the street.
You padlock it.
It's going to be
Let me ask you something. Have you tried to tie your camel when it comes to this? Have you tried to seek some kind of help? You must have.
Bro, the only help that man's getting, bro, fam, it's deep, innit? It's deep. But I don't want to talk about it too tough, but fam, all I'm going to say is, if I was to chat about it, fam, man's going to start getting emotional, innit? You get me? But all I'm saying is, fam, the only help that man can
don't hold it back, innit? You see those feelings you have, Aabid, like, you have to let that out.
Say, no. Bro, I don't know who's talking about, man. I'm mental, I'm this, I'm that. Hey, but you, I want to show you something, though. Hey, Jeddah, you know about somebody called Faceless?
Yeah, for my ends.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that. But listen to this though. Hey, is there everybody? I don't look up. I don't watch music. Nah, I'm not playing no music, brother. Don't worry about that. I told people, innit, I don't listen to music, fam. You get me?
Could I add something after?
Listen.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Basically, what it is that the human brain. They have many chemicals in it. One is serotonin, which basically gives you that feeling of well-being and happiness and good sleep.
Oh, wait, can I ask you a question? Whoa, Afghan. Let me ask you a question, brother. Sincerely, you've been calling my friends' kids niggers.
No, I didn't.
Is that a lie? Yeah.
No, Valley, we squashed that fucking like 4 months ago. He was like calling my kids like half honkies, and it was in a private chat. And I don't know why anyone's like bringing it up because
I only saw it like a couple of days ago. I wanted to ask you.
No. Me and Veli been like racially abusing each other for fucking months, man. You could get him on and ask him. He was on the private.
That's neither here nor there. You still can have your say in that, whether you keep that views or not. I don't mind if you're racist. Just be upfront.
No, I'm not
I really don't mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
Go on anyway, carry on. I interrupted you. That was rude of me. Carry on.
Yeah, no, it's right. It's basically what it is that you have certain chemicals in the human brain, right? And for example, I gave you serotonin, which deals with well-being and happiness and good sleep and appetite, and you got dopamine, which deals with motivation and the so-called reward kind of thing. When you do something good, you have that feeling of wow, I've accomplished something. That's your dopamine. Then you have stuff like cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and then you have adrenaline. Like for example, Jeddah, if you're walking in a forest and you saw a mother bear with their cubs, and she's charging at you, you will have this. Your brain will release cortisol and adrenaline to make you scared. So it's called the flight and fight. So when you see, the problem is, right, science has proven this. For example, they've done many studies on chimpanzees and rats, right, because they're the two main that are closer to us, medically, when they do drug testing. And they put, like, for example, they used a drug to deplete a chimpanzee of serotonin, and they shown anxiety and severe depression and isolation. But when they were given a serotonin, like you get those SSRIs from your GP, when they introduced that, they developed happiness. They were more productive. So you can't really rely on religion as a sole
tool in dealing with mental health issues. It can be a comfort, but there is also a medical problem called religious-induced compulsive disorder.
Are you behind
well.
Maku's nostrils account? Be honest now. Be a man.
Behind Maku's nostril?
Are you behind the Maku's nostril account?
No, I'm not. I'm not typing. Look.
Nah, I'm not saying whether you're typing now. You're slick.
No, I'm not. I promise you. On my kid's life, I don't have any Maku or sniper or anything. Why is someone typing something rubbish?
Yeah, everyone's just saying, "Oh, you're behind this account, that account."
Because everyone says all sorts. But why would I go after Maku? I think he's a gentleman. But see, I forgot my point now.
Yeah.
So basically, with there's something called religious compulsive disorder, which is a medical diagnosis where people, if they miss a prayer, they fall into a state of anxiety, severe anxiety, or they think of death and maggots all the time. And if they've had, like, for example, they've had cough syrup and they've just read the ingredients and it's got alcohol in, and then they go crazy and they get a panic attack. So I think one should really focus on what science says and what psychiatrists has been studied for like the last 300 years is the brain regulates your emotions the way you think. And if there's a certain chemical that's lacking and there's no homeostasis, which is basically a balance, that's when you get chronic anxiety, chronic depression. Like someone may say that, my mom passed away, I fell in depression. Yes, because the stress and your feelings can cause havoc on the central nervous system, which can directly affect the production of serotonin. So can lack of sleep. So can stress. So can feeling fearful, like being beaten up, and you know what I mean. There's many factors. So I think people shouldn't really talk about read Ayatul Kursi before you sleep. I mean that is bad advice, because
that's bad advice, bro. But I can tell you something for a fact right now. When I was seeing things just today, yeah, I recited Ayatul Kursi, yeah, and I slept for good a couple of hours, and then I woke up. You get me? Yeah. So, bro, don't tell me about
it's placebo.
If I want to, it's placebo effect. Yeah, it's placebo effect. No problem, my brother. That's your opinion. To yours is your belief. To mine is my belief, innit? But can you just take a time to enjoy this lovely picture of Donald Trump's hair, real quick? You see that, bro? Hey, Jedi, I wanna show you something still. It's not music. Like I said, I don't listen to music in it, but it's like a little statement that my man makes at the end of life. That's one guy asks.
Man said I don't listen to music and then played music.
It's a memo that describes how we're going to take out Sudan.
Again? Oh my days! Oh my god! So at the end of it, but yeah, I showed you still. Well, what can I explain that? Yeah. Alright, cool. So basically, this guy basically said, yeah, at the end of a song, obviously it's a conscious thing, innit? So when I'm listening to songs, just like Adnan Rashid said, when he listened to Raspek's thing, he just listened to what he's saying, innit? So obviously, at the end, there was like, I don't know, that was, it looked like that imagery was taken like quite a while ago, innit? But basically what he said, and it's bugging me out. It bugged me out. I heard about that song not too long ago. And then obviously my friend was like, what crack you smoking for you to be listening to this stuff, innit? Like I said, there's some friends that know what I'm on, there's some friends that don't know what I'm on, innit? The white man said that was sitting there, he said, this is a memo from the Secretary of Defense Office, yeah, that describes how we're going to take they're going to take over 7 countries in 5 years. Yeah, 7 countries in 5 years. And I'm showing you that some of the countries that were involved in that place, yeah, it includes in the land of Sham, in it, which is high holy lands, in it, like that's Syria, Palestine, Israel, all of that, in it. That's all included as a land of Sham, in it. But I'm telling you, look, yeah, all of this stuff, everything that's driving me mental, bro, yeah, fam, it's only because man observed it, in it, and I've seen things. Or if you're gonna look at that, somebody like, bro, you're crazy. What do you mean? What do you mean they're talking about destroying 7 countries? But boy, you're not gonna know if you haven't dug deep in it. You're not gonna know if you haven't. If like, look, yeah, cool. I'm gonna use this country. I'm gonna use this place as an example. Yeah, just because I've got some brothers here as well. Like, fam, and these are not even my people at the minute, but we are the same people. We all come from one man, which is at the minute. But if you ain't looking at Africa, yeah, and seeing how children are walking miles just for some dirty water and they don't get you to you, fam, I'm surprised how you ain't mental, fam. I'll be honest with all of you lot, fam. I don't know how much. I don't know. I'm not watching no comments. I was not on the YouTube as well. But I'm just saying, yeah, fam. From the observation that how man's seeing things and the information that I done, fam, I'm surprised how people, like, a lot more people ain't on this, innit? You get me? And I ain't got to show you Faceless's whole song for you to also understand that. Like 9/11 was a mad thing. Yeah, Saddam Hussein, mad thing. Yeah, of course he was a tyrant, but they killed him. Gaddafi, mad thing. He didn't have oil. They didn't have oil and go to trade, so they shot him in the brain, fam. Yeah, because it makes plastic paper worthless, fam. You get me? Like I said before at the start of the stream, yeah, I didn't think it maybe went over somebody's head. Yeah, but the reason why Africa is not as bad as it is, of course, it's in a very bad state. But you know why? Because it hasn't got a lot of oil, bro. And even then, you know, some of the gold reserves from Nigeria, some of the gold reserves from Nigeria, no, the oil reserves from Nigeria, yeah, bro, they sold it to a like Shell, like pharmaceutical, like their companies, innit? Petrol companies, and they're getting sold it back, fam. How are you giving somebody
relax. But listen, let me tell you something, yeah. I think that you are investigating and looking at the world through a certain paradigm, and it's correct, it's true. But what I've learned for myself is that there's 2 ways to see it, because as much as you may be feeling you're like empathetic, so you're feeling the pain of the people around the world, you also need to tune into the joy of the people around the world. Because if you listen, hear me out. If you listen to the news or the papers or the social media, they're gonna promote a lot of the negative aspects of life and things that go on. And believe me, somewhere there's millions of children laughing, playing, and like literally. Listen to me. Listen, no, time to just listen. Same way you listen to Faceless.
I hear that.
Yeah, somewhere there's a guy laughing to his belly's hurting and tears are falling down his eyes, and his whole family are laughing with him. Yeah, somewhere people are being reunited with lost ones, loved ones. Somewhere an innocent man is being freed from bondage. Somewhere somebody has received some money to finally go and buy some food that they've been hungry for. Like, good things are happening. Somewhere a rich man is emptying his bank account and giving it to people because he wants to see them happy. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying to you, fam? Like, there's a balance in life, bro. Yeah, there's animals that are hurt that are being saved by humans, and those animals are being able to enjoy full lives after being nursed back to health. There's children that have no parents, that have been taken in by loving families and being raised and being given everything that they need in terms of nourishment. There's millions of Muslims out there that are joyfully joined in prayer, yeah, and enjoying the benefits of the Ummah at the same time when some people are suffering. This is the nature of life, yeah. Please don't just focus on the negative things that are happening. You want to make a difference? Try internal alchemy. This is what your religion is supposed to be doing. Internal jihad. Yeah. You need to fight the demons that are trying to get you to see the world in only one way. Because at the same time, those jinns, like if you think it's jinns, those jinns are shaitan. Listen to me, bro. Shaitan, jinns, whatever it is, yeah, is trying to block the beauty and the generosity of Allah. They're trying to block the beautiful things that Allah has provided and trying to block your brain from that and make you focus on the negativity that Shaitan is doing. So that's in a way, it's kind of like shirk, because God is doing many beautiful things and you're focusing on the evil that Shaitan is causing. So you need to
I didn't even look at it like that.
Come on, brother. Come on, man. Calm down. Like, it's all good, man. And I feel you. I say this to the same. People say, "Oh, Jed, you're a bit nuts. You're this, you're that." And I'm like, bro, If you don't see the world how I see the world, then maybe you're the nuts one. But we still have to have balance, bro.
Fam, you see how you was talking about, you see, yeah, fam, man gets that, innit? Like, obviously, man's, like man will have different beliefs and that, but obviously each to their own, innit? There's no compulsion in religion, as Allah says in the Quran. But one thing that man heard from, bro, man seen a koala, yeah, it had no eyes, no nothing, yeah, burnt up, yeah. Fam, man's just sitting down, yeah. Fam, he doesn't even know who's giving him water, but he's drinking, fam, and he's sitting up like he's a human, fam. Fam, he had no eyes, fam, no nothing, fam, looking all mash up, fam. And that's a little koala, fam. And imagine how many kids in that are around in the world, like mad, innit? Fam, I'm telling you, fam, it's mad, fam. You get me?
I
And
know
there's
it's
people
mad,
that
man.
just doing a mad thing, fam.
Bro,
You get
just
me,
as easy as it is for you to feel sad, yeah. Just as
Yeah.
easy as it is for you to feel sad, you can feel joy, bro.
No, 100%, man. And
No,
obviously,
no,
don't
no,
think.
but like I'm saying, innit? Like I'm saying, like keep that balance, bro. Listen to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna be able to help none of us. You're not gonna be able to help the world. You're not gonna be able to help your family or your ummah, yeah, if you don't get rest. Because you're gonna get ill, and then when you're gone, or when you get sectioned, or when something bad happens to you, because you haven't rested your body like humans are required to do. Sleep is a beautiful thing, yeah.
100%.
If you don't rest your body, you're not gonna be able to be there for the people that you care about the most, bro. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a selfish act for you to switch off all phones and everything, go in a dark room and just lay there and relax. It's not a bad thing, bro. You're gonna keep.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you,
the
Jedi.
less
I can't
you
sleep
get, the
during the
more
day,
shit
bro. I
you're
can't
gonna
sleep
see.
during the day.
It's
I can't
difficult.
sleep, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't sleep during the day, fam. From when it's night outside, fam, bro, fam, I can't sleep.
I
When it's
get the same issues, but listen, make sure you're preparing yourself for when the evening comes. Then, at least,
Nah,
do you know
I
what I
hear
mean?
that still. I hear that.
And you
Yeah, yeah.
need to just wind down a little bit, bro. Like, you know, what I would tell you to do, honestly, and somebody might not agree with this. If you find comfort in your holy book, take your holy book to your room, yeah, and just stay there in quiet contemplation, reading.
Come on.
Just stay there reading
That's
and relax. Listen.
Come on.
Don't worry about interacting with people, sending messages, listening to Faceless. None of that shit. Yeah, don't worry about none of that. What you need to worry about is just, you know what I mean? Focus on what brings you peace, bro. You hear me?
Nah, but fam, you see, like obviously the people that are deep, are deep all of this too, yeah. Like for example, like what I said, like I'm not saying nothing new in it. Like the reason why I went Speaker's Corner, like from a little you, I was asking my dad, fam, like 16, 17, yeah, like take me to Speaker's Corner. My dad was like, nah, that place is full of like negative. My dad is my dad's on a spiritual tip as well, innit? And he's known me since I was spiritual. Like fam, my dad's on some mad spiritual thing, fam. Like properly, innit? Like fam, he was telling me the other day, oh, tell me a religion that came before Hinduism, innit? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. No, it's not the oldest religion because the ancient, you know, the ancient Vedic religions.
Okay.
Yeah, you know about Vedic religions.
Vedic religions, they're just early. Is that's early Hinduism though, right? Is it not? It's mainly. Huh?
Look, I got the knowledge in it. I got the knowledge.
Yeah, go on, give me. Maki's the man for this shit.
Innit? So basically, yeah, a Vedic religion, yeah. A Vedic religion. It was Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, all of these Eastern religions were inspired by the Vedic religions. Yeah, and the Vedic religions were taken by the people. Obviously, that's my people, they mean it back in the day. I don't know if you know, fam, about the Indus Valley people, innit? They are people of the Ganges, innit? Obviously, modern day India, Pakistan, alike. Obviously, there's some controversies to say that obviously these people were there's some controversy to say that these people were mixed up with the Aryans and that later on to the year because there was some people coming in and madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously that's controversy, like. But yeah, feel me, like that's my people. The minute, even if it is fam, that's like man can't change the past, innit? Alhamdulillah. Good job, yeah, man's good right. You feel me? But from true say, yeah, like fam, you see when I say this to my family, fam, they're like, bro, what are you talking about, fam? When I say this to my friend, like, of course, there's gonna be man knows are couple conscious brothers, fam. You get me? And even the man them that on roads that are not conscious, fam, and they're telling me, yo, come booth, you're cold, this, that. I'm telling them, G, everybody's doing a drill thing, fam. Don't do a drill thing, fam. Do something else, fam. My brother's telling me, broski, I'm not gonna lie, I just wanted to show the world how I feel, but I think this is the last and final thing that man's gonna do, innit? You get me? As a drill thing, I lie. I'm saying, fam, there's different ways of people to give the knowledge out, innit? But people just need to find the way to, like, I don't know, express themselves, innit? Like sometimes man feels like man's not like man don't give the correct like vibe, like you say energy, innit? You get me? Man don't give the correct vibe out, innit? Like man don't express myself in the correct way, but fam, You see, from when I was 18, fam, I think man's changed a lot, inshallah, innit? And I'm not gonna lie to you, Jedi. From now me speaking to you, yeah, and you knowing a little bit more about me, go rewatch that video, innit? The one of the first conversations that man had to you about life and death and that when I was a new Muslim, bro. Just look at that from a new point of view, innit? You get me, bro? And just obviously you don't know me back then, innit? But just look at that video again, fam. You get me? And obviously if we say things, you get me, subconsciously we think things, yeah, that obviously pop up in our mind. But fam, we've all been conditioned in certain ways, innit? Like for example, man will buy this, man will buy that. But at the same time, fam, you get me? Man's got some
Yo, Aabid, you see the things that you're looking into that's stressing you out. Maybe do you think like maybe it's too much for you, like right now?
Fam, it's been too much since, bro. This is what I'm saying, fam. If you listen to what man's saying, fam, man's been wide awake.
No, because what? No, the reason I asked that question is because I was gonna say I'm kind of piggybacking off Jeddah. I'm thinking, put it down, innit? Focus on the beauty of life. Focus on yourself, innit? Because at the moment, there's nothing we can do about fucking like.
You know what you need?
You
know what he needs, Ultra? He needs to get driven. He needs to get driven 2-3 hours into the countryside of England with a nice warm jacket and some waterproof boots, and you need to go walk in nature.
Man, but Jeddah, you're acting like man hasn't been on hikes and that, bro. Snowdonia, man. Man knows about mapping campus, bro. Man knows about retreating into nature, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Man knows about retreating into nature, fam. And pondering over the creation of Allah, bro.
Do you think that would help calm your mind now, though? Like
100%, 100%. And obviously, the Somali brothers that I went to from Speaker's Corner, man.
Listen
went
to
to a championship.
This city, is not conducive to human well-being, bro. Like, even the people that built this city, even the people that run this city, they regularly leave it because it's not conducive. 365 days in it, or even a long stretch of days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks could be too much. Yeah, I know people that need to get away every other week just to like go somewhere where there's a lot more greenery, there's a lot less concrete and right angles. Because these things play on our
natural
geometry, natural smells, natural sounds. And I'm just saying,
some people, man, like Kalam will say that's sacred geometry. Man will just say that's alhamdulillah, that's the creation of Allah, innit? Yeah, don't ponder about too many things too much, innit? You get me?
Let me hear from Station 6. Mute up for a second. Let's hear it. Station 6, what's good?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Station. What's going on, man? First of all, Haringey Pride.
Yeah, of course. Haringey Pride.
Go on.
Yeah, I just a tiny little pocket review of the weekend. I watched the video of you in that thing with Simon Lord and that stuff.
Simon Lord. Is that the guy that calls himself I hate this place?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I don't dislike him, but he was obviously pissed.
Yeah, obviously.
But also, the key one was Steve, the atheist, confronting that wanker, hijab.
Steve, the atheist. I didn't see that.
Yeah. You should watch it because he confronted hijab because hijab had organised people. These people praying at the park when I understood it to be illegal.
From let the people do what the people want to do, man. Why you got? When was the last time you went to Speaker's Corner, bro? How does it affect you that much, like big man thing?
I don't. Why are you talking in that weird voice?
Huh?
What's that weird voice you're talking in?
What do you mean?
Look, mate. Look, I'll be honest with you, Station 6. Right about now, we're just trying to be a little bit more understanding of each other because some of us are just having, just going through some things, and I think we just need.
But he interrupted. He interrupted, and I was just talking.
He did because.
Listen, mate. I understand I interrupted you, but if I hear you say something that's wrong, mate, I'm gonna have to interject. You understand? And I'm gonna have to give you a.
Okay.
Listen to me, Station.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Okay. Look, it's a shit.
Station.
I'm asking the question.
Listen to me, brother. Listen to me, brother. Station. I'm up for all our discussions. I'm just like hear what I'm saying to you. At the moment, we've got a young brother that kind of just needs our support. He's going through a couple things, so like please don't take anything personally. If he,
all right, sorry.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, sorry to that guy. Sorry to that guy. I didn't mean to.
Nah, but don't say sorry. But hey, listen, Jedi. It's not like fam. Like man, deeps bare things to bare different people. But fam, and bro, you see when I'm like, look, when I'm like, obviously, like you think that Islam's racist, and I don't know if you do or you don't know, but that's your belief. Yeah, that's what you're on, innit? Yeah. But anyway, I don't know if you read what man was saying to you on Insta and that, but fam, when man's next to you, like the Black Brothers of Knowledge, fam, in the masjid, bro. Fam, man feels so unclean and dirty compared to these man, fam. When man talks, but man just have to quiet and listen, fam. Big man thing, bro. You see sometimes, yeah, like Shamsi, say for example, yeah, alhamdulillah, I know what it is. I know what it is, fam. Shamsi's upon haqq, yeah, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. Imagine if man started deep into all of this thing. You know what he's gonna say to me, fam? Put your trust in Allah. Alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. I have done that, innit? I've done that. But I don't feel like man can vent, you feel me, in the masjid, because people, I feel like the brothers in the masjid, I don't want them to look at me in a different way, like I'm crazy, innit? Like my family, like fam, that's the only reason. And I'm not telling you, I'm not saying, bro, and man knows there from the brothers from the masjid, I love them, innit, with all my heart, yeah? And if I did speak to them about it, fam, they'll take me to the office, they'll give me some munch, they'll sit down and chat to me about it. But I haven't been man enough to open myself up, like how man's chat. Cause fam, like I said, Jedi, innit? Like man knows what you've been on for time, innit? And man's been on this tip since I was a youth, innit? Like a youth, you knee high. You feel me, fam? So it's mad, innit? It's mad.
Just know that, bro. I ain't your enemy, bro. And I never will.
I know that. Fam, I never thought you were my enemy, bro. I never thought you were my enemy.
We've been spoken about, brother, is the thing that really triggers you when it comes to me, which is the whole thing with Isa. Like, and I just want to let you know, yeah, like it was out of brotherly love why I addressed him the way I addressed him. I'm not saying, I didn't mean to say that because he's black, he's less of a Muslim. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he has allowed himself to be used as a token black Muslim by Ali Dawa. And I really truly.
By Ali Dawa? What do you mean by Ali Dawa?
He let him and those two black brothers let Ali Dawa use them for a show on Salam to get fame off a situation.
Fam, I don't really watch my man's thing, innit? That's
I know. I'm explaining to you. What had happened. They used it to, the situation when I had all the man them around me saying Allahu Akbar, trying to get me out the park and following me around because of that Ahmed Ali situation. Do you know about all of that?
Well, yeah, of course, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fam, Qadr of Allah, yeah. Qadr of Allah, man wasn't there, innit? But obviously, what Tawheed was doing and chasing you around and that, fam, that's some joke. Man was all doing the field. Man was doing up stretches and that, jumping up and down. I'm thinking, bro, Jedai's there, Maku's there. There's bare brothers. Man like Tawheed jumping up and down. Why didn't a man just bang him? But fam, Qadr of Allah, innit? Alhamdulillah, innit?
Yeah. So basically,
and that's when man was taking a break. This, that, innit?
Because of that, man went. Ali Dawa wanted to be involved in that and get some fame off it. So he went and done a show, where he invited Ahmed Ali on the show, and then he had Isa and the other guy on there, and these two brothers who had the opportunity to come and speak to me, ask me for my side, or just let me know anything. He went on there and and Isa out of his own mouth said that he believed that I went there with the intention to antagonize Ahmed Ali. And he said other things and I just wasn't feeling it. And 2 days later, after I watched that, me and him sat at the same table at a joint at a mutual friend where it was a wedding, and we drank, we ate, we told jokes, blah blah blah.
Who was that, Ahmed Ali?
No, I was with Isa. And all the time I'm looking at Isa thinking, when are you going to say, Jedi, can I talk to you? Or Jedi, do you know what, that thing the other day, like, I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah. He was a snake. He didn't say nothing, maybe hoping I hadn't seen it or whatever, yeah? So months and months later, don't think you could chat to me, bro. Like, as in, don't think I don't remember.
Fam, I hear what you're saying, but fam, from my man's point of view, blood, fam, bro, you see when I fam, you feel like you know what, fam, I feel like man can chat to you,
Ali Dawa.
Now listen, wait, you chat, let me chat, man. Gone.
Ali Dawa made the statement, that he brought these guys here to show that he had black friends. He then said it was supposed to be a joke, but many a truth is said in jest, and it was obviously that's what it was, Dawood is the other guy's name. So that being said, say what you want to say, but like, don't get too emotional about it. Like, I'm sure at some point me and Issa are gonna talk about it, rare. But the way
Inshallah.
the way he threw me under the bus in front of the camera, I returned the favor for him, innit?
So what? You're not gonna apologize to my man, nah?
I'm not gonna apologize to him, no.
But for okay, cool. Now this is what man was gonna say, innit? Because obviously that's what the goal was, innit? For obviously at least for you to apologize to Issa, fam. That would have made my day, innit? Like
if he apologized to me,
hear what, like, fam, like,
if he
fam, I
apologized
think
to me, I apologize to him. No
like,
problem.
bro, my brothers, fam. Like, there's no animosity, nothing like that, fam. Like I said, innit? Man's from the same father, innit? Man's from Adam, yeah. But because of the way that man's been, like, man knows respect, yeah, like, fam. And I said I was gonna say something, and then I stopped, and I was just gonna say, fam, I feel like man can chat to you, but man's gonna say this, but be open-minded, innit? Fam, you know brothers, innit? You know how man grew up, innit? Yeah, Issa as well, innit? You get me, fam? You know he's a black brother, fam. You get me? And he's a Muslim as well, fam. So when he's saying that you're a token black Muslim, now he's fighting, fam, inside him himself, fam. Shaitan's a weapon to all of us, you know. Astaghfirullah, innit? Fam, how do you think you make him feel, fam? He's black, fam. That's his culture, fam. He's Ghanaian, fam. You get me? He grew up with it, fam. You get what I mean? Nah, but fam, you understand what I mean? Like, bro, man's that's his culture, fam. That's his that's his life, bro.
Being black.
Huh?
Being black is his culture.
No, Ghanaian. I said Ghanaian.
Yeah.
No. Nah. Being black is not his culture, fam. Being black is not his culture. I'm saying, being Ghanaian, that's his customs, innit? That's his customs of life. But fam, when you question his blackness, you question here how much of a Ghanaian he is, fam.
I didn't question his blackness. I didn't question. I never.
That
I said he was the.
Oh, that's fam. To be honest,
listen to me, bro. This is why you have to listen more. Yeah. This is like, I'm gonna speak to you in a way you understand. Yeah. This is the wisdom of Allah. Why He created us with two ears. He easily could have created us with one ear that hears all. He created us with two ears and one mouth.
Yeah. You know the saying, innit?
I know the saying.
You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more.
so this is why, if you listened more and he wasn't being treated today, you would have heard. At no point would I ever stand in front of a camera and question anybody's blackness. I don't have the right to do that. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, from when you said you're a token black Muslim, fam. That's what I thought you were doing, innit? That's why it raged me, fam. Because fam, I'm not gonna lie to you. I spoke to one brother,
Did you hear when I said that I have black Muslim friends? Did you hear that part?
Who, you?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, cool. That's good then. That's good, innit? But what man's saying? Yeah. What man's saying?
Like, did you hear that? You didn't hear that part. So you got selective hearing. So you got offended on his behalf, yeah. And really and truly, what you should have done is maybe came quietly and try and got more clarification. But you sent me 50 messages and done like.
Because I came home, I was with the man them, and fam, my man wasn't the same minute, like, man, bro, like, things have happened in it recently. Like, man vented, like, bro, like, man's not gonna talk too tough in it. But the man came home, and then after my guy left, fam, it was like 11 or 12 o'clock, bro, from the day before, man was waking up bare slump, because obviously man couldn't sleep in the night. So I woken up now, obviously the sunlight, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. I couldn't go back to sleep, So now man finished the day, it's like 12 o'clock, I'm with the man or whatever, Man saying, yo, bro, like, obviously you're in my crib, do your thing, man's just gonna sleep in it. He's like, cool, man's gonna cut, As soon as he cut, I tried to sleep, I couldn't, fam. Man was having some mad things going on, whatever, Bro, I'm telling you this now, innit? I'm telling you this now, fam. The way that I was thinking, about Speaker's Corner after he left, because, like, fam, after he left, that's the fault, innit? Like, what has happened for me today? What's happened to me today, innit? What can I reflect on today? And the thing that stood out for me, bro, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen, man was with the brothers, innit? For, like, from the duration man was in Speaker's Corner, and then towards the end, when the brothers left, man started, like, getting into vote, like, fam, I'm not gonna lie, when I see Jedi and I see Speaker's Corner, like, man sees you as mainstream Speaker's Corner, you feel me? Like, whenever man look to the right and there's a camera, man knows Jedi's gonna be there, you feel me? So that's when man started actually, like, you know what? Let me see what Lee Band's saying. Let's see what all the brothers are saying. Let's see the talk of the day is, fam. And then man, like, that waste man, that kafir, bro, fam. I don't have no love for this guy, fam. You get me? No love for that Cain guy, In his own Bible, it says that you can kill women and babies and that, fam. But look, now now how I'm saying this, bro, the only reason why he was trying to unite with you on the pace that he was black, that's no problem, bro. You can unite with him upon that, but he was uniting with you upon blackness to take a dig at Islam because he knows your thing, fam. He knows you, fam. You get me? But he wanted you.
You know,
He wanted you to
he
be like,
knows my
yeah,
thing. What do
man's
you mean
black,
he knows
yeah,
my?
but
What,
ban
wait,
Islam
one
in it.
second. What do you mean he knows
Huh?
my thing? What do you mean he knows my thing? I don't think he does know my thing.
Nah, neither do I. He thinks he knows your thing, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, innit?
Because he thought that I was a mule of Islam and I do dawah and I was basically a spokesman for Islam. And I'm like, I'm nothing of the fucking sort.
Nah, no one's a spokesman for Islam apart from the Prophet Muhammad
You know,
sallallahu alaihi
he
wasallam.
was trying to say that I
Salaf,
speak up for Islam, and it's like, no. I speak up for what I find right. And there's been many times that I've had conversations where it's gone against what Muslims feel, and then I've been demonized for it. So I've learned through conversating and having online conversations, I've learned that's probably in my best interest for my personal safety and my own well-being to leave you guys to your religions, and for me to just focus on life and the things that interest me. Because when I've tried to have and entertain religious conversations, people always end up feeling that they've been personally attacked or personally humiliated, and then they label me things that could actually be dangerous for me. So when a man was about being labeled an enemy of Islam, I didn't understand the severity of it. But now I understand that it actually could go into a mind of somebody that isn't as patient, isn't as learned, isn't as whatever, and I'm not trying to end up with a blade sticking out my chest.
Yeah, by a 15, 16-year-old fam, and you don't even probably know you, fam, and you'll give bro, oh my days, fam. You know how many? Oh my days. Oh,
for me,
fam,
for me personally, like as much as I say, oh yeah, I'm not really interested in religion or interested in speaking up about religion. I also got to remind them and tell them that some of you guys' behaviors have put me off Islam, innit?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
I hope that, because the reason why I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it, because I hope that somebody somewhere that makes them feel some way, innit? I hate
that, Jeddah. Yeah, go on.
Hello. Big up.
But this one's what I'm saying. You see, when I first converted to Islam, you see, when I first converted to Islam, yeah, I was getting people making fake accounts on Instagram, getting my number and that, and like guns in the Quran, bro. They had guns on top of the Quran. These Khawarij from the
deep. You got wicked man chat, but I beg you go and find Marvin Samuels, bruv. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Deep.
Oh yeah. Alright, cool. So, fam, imagine when I first became Muslim, yeah, like, fam, man, like, bro, when I said ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, yeah, fam, that's when man started, like, fam, my whole perception of like reality changed, fam. You see, when I started looking at death, fam, man started saying, bro, death is just a means, fam. You get me, bro? Just how my parents were a means, yeah, to bring me into this world, yeah. As look, my parents were a means to bring me in this world. But when I die, fam, if my parents are still alive, inshallah, maybe they will be and maybe they won't be, yeah. Allah knows best, yeah. Fam, they can't bring me back alive, fam, because that's from Allah, innit? But He used my parents as a means. You got what I mean, G? Fam, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fam, talking it, talk.
No, it's cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I just got a message. I'm gonna lock this show off, man. I'm gonna lock this show off. Aabid is getting dark. It's getting dark slowly. Hopefully you can go and rest your head, bruv. Anybody that's not heard this stream, I'm not gonna make the stream too long, so you can go back and listen to it. And also, I want you lot to go over to Veli Vision, my brother, and go support his show and support the folks over there. But just tell Veli Vision, yeah, I beg you, loud this Betty thing, bruv. Because that's the reason why I can't even come over there. Ask Veli Vision, yeah, what is the benefit of having having a woman that slanders your brothers, yeah, and tells lies about your brothers' personal lives and about your personal lives, and has done that for years? What is the benefit of having them over there feeling that they've got a voice and giving their opinion? Bro, we need to consider this. Be wise, innit? Get Betty off your fucking show. But yeah, man, you lot can go over to Veli Vision and hit up G Block. Big them up, because Veli's my bro, innit? And you know, like most of them people over there, that's family as well, innit? So go over there. I'm gonna lock this show off. But yeah, man, no, I'm not leaving the show on, man. You lot can go over to Veli Vision, but please ask them why is it when I go over there it look like B Block more than G Block? Loud this Betty thing, bruv. It's 2020, bruv. Like, where's the exercise some wisdom in this, man? Get me? But go over there and say fuck off, Betty. Yeah, I don't know if she's there, but she's probably here, like sniffing around. You get me? But she's blocked on most things. But yeah, big up to man like Mystery. I feel like we made a lot of headway today, and
Alhamdulillah,
be proud of yourself. You should, for finding your calm. You should be proud of yourself. Now, what I need you to do is rest, bruv. Your mission is completed, yeah. And I will seek out Isa and I will have a conversation just on the
please, my
strength
bro.
of you.
Even if you say to him, bro, like the way that I meant it, yeah, it's not the way that like it
I
came
will do
across.
that.
innit?
I will do that.
You get me? And
And
obviously
I'll
the people
say
that was around
it's
you.
because of our conversation why that happened. Yeah. So go.
Yeah,
like,
inshallah, bro. You ain't even, bro, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. You ain't even gonna bring my name up to you,
I'm
fam. Don't say
gonna
that.
anyway because it's important that he
Oh,
knows that. Because if you didn't keep going on about it, I would not go to him. So I'm doing it for you, innit? But
I'm
if
not
I
gonna
do
lie
that,
to you, yeah.
if I do that
Fam,
for
man, you
you,
have to get your attention, fam. You're not like, fam. We're only human. You get me?
if I do that for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Get some rest, bruv. Tonight,
Inshallah.
bruv. Yeah.
Inshallah, my brother.
Yeah.
Man, just want to say something for the 150 people there, though.
Comedy.
Like, man's hoping, inshallah, yeah.
Go on,
Go on,
speak.
say that again.
I was gonna say, watch a comedy, bruv. Yeah. Or just
Fam.
sit calmly.
Do you know how many films you see? You know how many films a man's seen in my life, fam? Man's been through a Netflix, bro. A man's not gonna talk about Netflix too tough, yeah. Because man went to a box park, yeah, recently with a couple of my guys, yeah. Man stepped in, man seen the Messiah thing everywhere. Man was there for no less than half an hour because man was bugging out for the whole time I was there, fam. But yeah, man was just gonna say to the 100 and however many people are there, like, fam, you get me, fam. Like, man's not the way that, like, for example, a year ago, people trying to frustrate me, innit? You get me? If you chat to man on a level, how this brother chat to me on a level, the man will treat you like the same respect, innit? You get me, fam? It's not about him being black and me being brown, fam. It's about the mutual love that we have in it and the mutual understanding we have about the world, innit? Obviously, he's upon his beliefs, I'm upon my beliefs, but fam, man can build on common understanding, innit? Yeah, and this is the reality we're living on, innit? And fam, I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you see Speaker's Corner, fam? People talk a lot in Speaker's Corner, bro. It's the same old talks over and over, bro. You get me? Carry on talking in Speaker's Corner, fam. It's the same old talks over and over, fam. And I deep that as well, like last time, fam. Bro, you see 3-4 years ago, what new topic has been discussed in Speaker's Corner, fam? People are just speaking. No one's building, fam. No one's building, fam. That's what I'm saying.
The new topics, like I did when I first arrived, and I'm continuing to do that. But anyway, my brother, relax yourself. I need you. Listen, I need you to go and have a chill out, yeah. Like just real talk, yeah. Big up yourself, bro. Alright, cool. Yeah. In terms of that whole Betty thing or whatever, yeah. What I'm saying to you, lot, is this, man. Same thing that we don't want to, like, when people don't want to entertain mad people and whatever. Betty's one of the worst people, innit? And she's very slanderous. And one thing she done the other day when I tuned in, like, man gave her a platform to start talking about how Nigeria is gay and the Nigerian men are gay, and like, I'm just like, rah, you really, bruv, I've had enough of this, innit? I've had enough of that. You know what I mean? But anyway, big up you lot. Go over to Evolutionary and yeah, man, give him a salute. And I'm gonna lock this show off because I don't really want it to be longer than what it is. It's 3 hours. Please play it back, send it to people, let people know. Hopefully we come to some kind of conclusion. You know what I mean? I've also got the daily review show, the daily the Trill news review, yeah. So go and check that out, where we went through the news of today or the headlines in the Guardian. I'm gonna be going through the Guardian every morning from about 9 o'clock. So if you want to log in. I might be in. I'll probably be back on later to do like maybe a bit of gaming or something. You know, something a bit lighthearted and that, because it's been quite intense today. But thank you to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. If anyone could drop a little donation in there, make it worth my while streaming, I appreciate that. But I know things are tight. It's January, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we all need to eat. You get me? And I'm gonna go to the studio right now and go and, you know, have a little meeting and look after some music stuff and whatnot, and just, you know, just get a break from the computer. So big up to everyone, one and all, whether you're Muslim, Christian, atheist, Buddha, Hindu, Sikh, or any other denomination that I've not mentioned, or none of them. Like, you know, have a great day. Watch out for Storm Brendan. Yeah, listen. Give me that. Watch out for Storm Brendan. Go in your room. Watch out for Storm Brendan, because apparently they're supposed to be like, bun you, go sell your ass Jedi. No problem, Ray Emmy, no problem, man. Whatever, man. But yeah, man. That's it, man. We out, man. Peace. Hit the like button on your way out as well. If you've enjoyed the show, if you've been entertained by the show, hit that like button, yeah? And yeah, go over to Valley Vision right now. Go over to the G Block and go and tell them, say, Jedi sent you, and Bun Betty, innit? All right, man. Peace, man. Peace, love, unity, all that good stuff. Yeah, man. Feel good about life, man. It's not everyday fuckery. All right, cool.